Yo, what's going on,
Oh
guys?
God.
I'm back with another review with the
Uh,
sheep.
no, no. I have to look. That's the that's my featured video that has pedophile Jared Genesis on it because I used to make memes about him. And every goddamn time I open my channel, I have to hear that sentence. Yo, what's up, guys? Jared Genesis, you got another review?
Dude,
Uh,
that's great, though. That's gotta be your intro every time, though.
I don't even. But I wouldn't even that I wouldn't know what to actually change the feature video to now. I'll
Yo.
figure. I'll figure. Maybe I'll change it to the one where we talked about Jared being a pedophile. That might work. Anyway, not the point though. Also, if you hear, I'm sorry if you hear a lot of background noise. It's because I'm using a good mic for once. So hopefully it works out though. We were doing a test recording
Yeah.
and we were both screaming at the mic at the same time, and our voices sounded beautiful together. It sounded like a choir, dude. Anyway, on to the point. Actually, I'm not sure if that
Spider-Man,
would be interesting enough to show us
Spider,
screaming. But...
Spider, no hyphen, man. No Way Home.
Oh yeah, respect the hyphen. No, fake Spider-Man fan detected. Anyway, so when we first watched No Way Home, and like we watched it as fast as we could, I did it first on like the same day, and he did it like at 12, and like right when he woke up, like right when he finished watching it, I immediately was like, "Hey, Fanboy, we have to do a farm cast about this movie. There has to be some video shitting on it. Let's just look for any one." And it was really fun. It was great. We were first reacting to a video of uh, some fat guy who was like playing a character of being like the most disgusting slob imaginable, and he was just like, I don't remember. He wasn't talking about the movie. He was like talking about himself or something.
Talking
He
about a
was like,
sandwich.
yeah, like I think he was just
Subway.
trolling. Like he was just trolling us, and it worked because we were responding to him at first. So congratulations to that guy. And then after that, we were looking for videos, but the videos themselves weren't even interesting. It was the YouTube comments that were interesting, and we spent like, I don't know, probably like a few hours just responding to like these essay long screeds about how Spider-Man should kill people essentially, and all kinds of shit. You'll probably see what we mean. And yeah, we'll probably go back to one of those comment sections because I remember the video vaguely enough where I could recognize it. I It got to the point where like there was someone saying such crazy shit. I tried really hard to like get some Discord debate with them, which was probably childish in hindsight, but I needed it. Anyway,
Yet they did not respond.
yeah. We watched like a minute of this video and read like the first comment, and like we talked about it for basically an hour already. Actually, do you want to look at the top comment right now? Because we already looked at that one. It was
Let's see.
imagine if Peter just brings Thanos to his house and make cure XD hearted. So I was confused if the criticism was Peter. It's stupid for Peter to let the try to save the supervillains from dying, or if the criticism was it's stupid Peter could make a cure for these villains this quickly. I genuinely don't know what Neo. Oh, it's a pinned comment too. A fucking pinned comment. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure.
I think the thing that was stupid, and like the guy's trying to point out it's stupid that Peter brought the villains to his house and tried to cure them. I think that's,
But that's where the curing equipment is. Where else would he go? He couldn't go anywhere else. The entire world, like the news media is going to be looking after him anyway. But that's where he went to his house because that's where the stuff he had to cure Doc Ock at least. Actually, I think cure all of them was, or Yeah, I think it was all of them. You got
All of
like
them.
Electro, Doc Ock, and like a Green Goblin formula or a Norman Osborn formula.
I
So
guess.
why would he not go there? I don't get it.
Yeah,
It-
and like just to do it one, because he can't just bring one by one villain. Yeah, he has to bring all of them because he's being watched by the media, like you said.
yeah, one thing I will say is dumb, although it's not exactly related to this subject, is leaving Lizard in like the car, like unattended. Excuse me. That's kind of that's dumb.
Yeah, that was
He would.
stupid.
Yeah, that was weird. Like Lizard literally could have done anything. He could have just ran out of the car and started eating children off the street. And but that's not exactly what we're talking about here. Is it dumb that Peter would have science equipment at his house? Is for one, it was one dialogue, but Peter says he's still poor actually, like in this movie. Like he still has money problems to some degree. It's less vague, it's not really explained at all, but like where else would he keep his science cure equipment?
Yeah,
He
like,
doesn't have a lab. I don't.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't his house. I'm pretty sure it was Happy's place. But like again, that's where the stuff is. That's besides the point. But
Oh well, I think that is where he lives though, right?
uh
I think I'm pretty
no,
sure
I
it
don't
is.
think that's where he lives. He lives in a
Well, I
different
don't.
apartment, but
Well, he doesn't still live at like the house he lived in a Homecoming and Far From Home,
I
right?
know
Like the
he changes houses all the fucking time, so it's hard to actually know where he lives. So I think
yeah,
he's welcome there, though. He's welcome to live there. So you know what?
yeah.
I should just be quiet.
Oh no, please talk. It's okay. Especially this. It's okay to mention possibilities that could be wrong, but whatever. If the criticism is like what we talked about before this is Thanos isn't curable. Like Fanboy pointed out that all the villains were created by accidents, all the Spider-Man villains. And they have like very well in contrast, like Thanos is just a purple dude. He's just a strong guy that's purple. While like I don't know, everyone else has an affliction of some kind. Like technology could definitely be cured in like a sci-fi way. Like a form I yeah, like I don't get what's the criticism? What's the joke?
Yeah, like this is what I think. Like the reason why it works for the Spider-Man villains because they're accidental and they're like accidental accident that like Doc
Yeah,
Ock
all of
and
them
increased
are.
his ego. With the Green Goblin it increased
It brought
it
out
brought
his
out
darker side.
yeah it brought out his
Or his
darker
stronger
side.
side. You would
Uh,
probably describe it as a stronger side, but
Marco's villainous ego. What I would like to believe is not caring anyone but for himself and his daughter.
or yeah,
Like if you're in
and
my way, you're against me, type ideal.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like that's kind of what when he meets Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3, like he says, "I'm the sheriff around these parts." He's like, "Oh, okay," because at first he's like, "I don't want to hurt you," but so yeah, that's true. And Lizard really
Lizard
was
like
with Doc Connors trying to cure himself,
yeah, and then the
oh,
his villainous ego just became
the
like, oh, it's so good to be a lizard, but that's the lizard brain.
yeah, the lizard personality saw that as evolution, which would be an interesting world. Actually, imagine if all of New York really were lizard people. That would be interesting.
What if? There you go. Sheep's thinking of new what if episodes.
Oh yeah, that could actually happen now theoretically. And well, what are you talking about? Electro fell into eels that were just happened to be there, open.
Yeah,
Anyway,
dumb
we
Tasm 2 shit.
dumb Tasm 2 shit. I love it.
But
I think
I think Electro's
Right.
thing was like he's elect. They all have one thing in common. I like to believe is that they all had great power, but no
Oh, you pointed out like
responsibility. So
yeah, you pointed out Norman Osborn says a line like these are gifts. We shouldn't try to throw them away. We should try to use them. Is like what he says to them basically. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're probably getting off the subject, the comment. So so the one last possibility is the criticism is, I, Peter trying to shave the Spider-Man villain is like trying to shave Thanos. He's basically trying to shave Hitler, y'all. And like,
You can
Here's
cure accidents. You can't cure insanity.
yeah. Here's the thing, right? And I swear, viewers, if anyone is watching this, I swear to you, we've seen comments, so many comments that their criticism of the film is Peter's a fucking idiot for not letting these villains die. Come on, man. Come on, kid. And here's and I had a
missed
thought,
the part
right?
where that's my problem. That's like literally all of them. If that's their quote, that's their favorite
Yeah.
quote in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They
And I had
would
a
would
thought.
let Uncle Ben die twice.
Well, no, because well, no, you have to let the villains die. Now, this comment is not a good example of that. We can find good examples of that. It might be in this video, but we can find a good example of that somewhere down the line.
We'll find it. We'll find it.
And anyway, and I'm just saying this now to preempt it, that most of these people are like, Tom Holland isn't real Spider-Man people. So what I would say is, oh, so do you think the real Spider-Man would just let villains die even if they were horrible people?
Now,
Do you think this Spider-Man would just let villains die even if they were horrible people, even though he saved Vulture in Homecoming? Like, do you think this is consistent with Spider-Man? If any Spider-Man? Well, obviously I know there's like Punisher Spider-Man or whatever. That's not the point. Anyway.
yeah, because
like,
he didn't kill Mysterio. Like Mysterio died in his own accident. His own.
Pretty sure he tried to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he tried to save Mysterio, or was like sad by his death, or like shocked by his death. So yeah. Like,
Well, he
that would
definitely
be
didn't want him to. I know definitely he didn't want him to die, but he just got shot.
If Peter, like, never mind. Maybe we should wait until we actually do see one of those comments.
Yeah, save it for that.
Yeah, that was the top comment, right? And that already we had a discussion. And then we watched the first minute of this video, and, well, we had a long discussion about overrated, and if that's a word that really should be used. Because, like, we feel, I don't know, it feels like if you don't, like, if you say something is overrated and then go to explain why, like, I understand. Like, if you say, people think this makes sense, but I don't think it makes sense because of X, Y, and Z, I understand. But, like, just saying something is overrated is just immature, I think, and it's not useful at all. It's just a worthless comment if you don't explain it at all. But anyway, do you want to start the video now?
Yeah, in the thumbnail of this video, it's literally like a plain blue box, most overhyped Spider-Man ever. So let's hear his.
Oh, overhyped is different than overrated. I will say, I do like, speaking of thumbnails, on the top right, there's a video that just has Spider-Man saying "I give up," and that's just the thumbnail. I like that. That's gonna be nice.
Godzilla Mendoza.
Thank you, Godzilla Mendoza. I give up.
That's us when people are saying Spider-Man should kill people, kill his villains.
That's gonna be us soon.
No way home. Literally the most anticipated movie of this year being 2021. And I gotta say, man, this movie was overhyped. 100%. 10 out of 10, bro.
Okay.
10 out of 10 over being overhyped.
Wait,
this
10 out of 10 overhyped?
If you really
That's
look at it,
weird.
That's a weird rating.
Nostalgia aside.
Yeah, that's a weird
trust
rating.
me, we're gonna get into spoilers. We're definitely gonna
Wait, can you go back a few seconds?
Let's
Sorry.
this
I didn't remember
film,
the father, please.
if you really look at it,
What?
Oh, I said I didn't remember to say father, please.
Yeah.
This film, if you really look at it, minus the nostalgia aside, and trust me, we're gonna get into spoilers. We're definitely gonna get into spoilers, but let's all put the nostalgia behind us. Let's pretend Green Goblin
Father,
Doc
please.
Ock.
So Fanboy can attest to this. I remember right before I watched the movie, I told him, I think the criticisms of this movie are going to be that it's just fan service, and so we should try to look at it objectively and see if it would still be a good movie without that. I told him right before I watched it, and yeah, and
thank God
yeah,
I did too, because it's awesome to just watch the movie without the glasses on.
Yeah, and still enjoy it, but still be able to enjoy it with the glasses on
Yeah,
at the
and
same
like
time.
my friends, and I can also testify. I was there with some of my friends. Me and one of my friends have seen the old Spider-Man movies together, but one of my friends didn't. Like he doesn't barely remember TASM or the Raimi films, but he has seen them because like who hasn't? Seen
Right.
them? But it's
Right.
been like so long. He like isn't a diehard fan like me and my other friend are. But he watched the movie and was like, "Yeah, it was really good."
Yeah. You see, the best part about this movie, and pretty much anyone who likes it would agree, is Tom Holland, Peter 1. His character arc is the best part about is the defining part about this movie. It's not the fan service is secondary. The other character, like the Raimi and TASM characters, are secondary to Tom Holland. But we can talk about that later. I was telling Fanboy that like the trifecta of criticism for this movie that we've seen is one, the movie's just fan service thing, which doesn't really mean anything on itself. Like you have to explain how the fan service is like makes the film worse, or does it make sense or something like that. Like just saying it doesn't mean anything. But I think the people who say that are people who aren't really Spider-Man fans. Like I don't at least from what I've known. And then, like, the second one is the Peter should kill people thing, which we'll get to, I'm sure. Then the third one was, oh, yeah, we've seen a lot of, like, man, Peter is so fucking dumb in this movie. Like, just let him I've seen, it's like this, right? It's like this. Just shut the fuck up and let him finish the spell, kid. All right? Shut up, idiot! Like they get really angry about like these people, like they really do hate Tom Holland's Spider-Man. We've seen it, and for one,
make no mistakes, literally.
Yeah, we should probably talk about it, even though I feel like we have talked about it before. Actually, that might have just been because of the failed thing. Where wait, did I actually explain? Oh, wait, I don't know if I explained that. So, we tried to do a video at reacting to some of this stuff, but Fanboy's audio didn't get recorded, but mine did. So, if we ever uploaded that, it would literally just be me talking to myself, which is interesting. Anyway, that's why that wasn't uploaded, and that was a shame, but anyway, we're here to make up for it now. Anyway, so about the Doctor Strange spell, which I'm sure we'll have to get into. I will say, I think the problem with that scene is that is on Doctor Strange. Is that Doctor Strange should have like went to Peter and say, okay, think about before we do the spell. Make sure you say this in the right way. Think about it. But from my memory, Doctor Strange pretty much tries to do the spell immediately after he gets the idea. And because of that, Peter is going to want to do the spell, but then obviously realizes the bad consequences of it, and that's losing a lot of valuable memories with your family, which is pretty significant, I would say, especially to a teenager. I don't believe if any of you people were in his situation, you wouldn't do the same thing. You wouldn't make the same mistake. I don't believe it.
Yeah. Would you want people to forget the memories, but you still remember? You know how like hard that can be on someone.
Exactly. And also, what's wrong with Peter making mistakes anyway? Like, here's what they'll say. I don't know. Like, oh yeah. Here's what I remember now. I remember it. They're like, man, every movie Peter just keeps him. It's just so fucking incompetent, man. And they keep like telling us, "Oh, now Peter's gonna be smart this time at the end of a movie," but it's a lie. He's stupid every time. And I think they're also referring to Spider-Man giving the glasses to Mysterio in Far From Home. Like that's where the Tom Holland is a fucking dumb kid thing came from, which we could also talk about. I'm not sure if we need to right now.
Spider-Man's mistakes are probably what makes him the most enjoyable to superhero to see. Even like in Spectacular Spider-Man, like he makes mistakes as Peter, which also like contends on with his Spider-Man life because something like Spectacular Spider-Man, this is just another thing. But since that Spider-Man's so loved, like he like, and one time he was fighting the Lizard and he needed money, like for rent for his aunt, right?
Right.
So he took pictures of the Lizard, but when the people like Dr. Connors found out, they didn't trust him. And he took a cure and he was like, I didn't ask for these powers. I didn't ask for a busted up hand. It was all just a stupid accident. Just some twisted fate, basically. It's like, best decision I ever made in my life. But like, the problem with this, like, yeah, he made a mistake as Peter for taking the pictures. But, like, he still saved them as Spider-Man. I think if you make a mistake and you learn from it and you actually fix it, that makes you a better man.
Exactly. I would bet, like, I'm gonna bet $20 if we one day get to view alternate universes. And we look at one where, like, Spider-Man No Way Home is that Spectacular Spider-Man episode. These people will be like, man, when's he gonna grow up? That's how low it's gotten? Taking pictures of the Lizard for money now? That's where you've taken us? Tom Holland, you cuck! Go back to Iron Man!
Dude, yeah, like, I swear to God... I swear to God, it like the mistakes Tom Holland makes, he solves them on his own.
That's true. He definitely does in Far From Home. So
the irresponsible thing would have been like, "Oh, I made a mistake. Oh, not my problem."
Yeah. No, Fanboy. Real people, unlike Cuck Holland, when they realize that their family are gonna forget significant memories with them, and it might fracture the relationships in some way. Most people are just like that's what us real men do, Fanboy. We don't say a fucking word. No, I was silent.
You don't say a word. Okay. I was like, it was very like brief how he cut off. I was like, oh, did he?
Yeah, one of the comments I remember was like that scene where MJ was talking to Doctor Strange, like, hey, this is your fault too, so show some respect, please, Scooby-Doo this shit. And then there was this comment like, lady, your boyfriend caused this, alright?
But that's not fair because, well, Strange also caused it. It's also his mess too.
Which, for one, do you think MJ, even if it was completely Peter's fault, do you think she wouldn't try to defend him when like Doctor Strange is being rude to him and them? Like, even though our entire character is being like sassy and like rebellious, and that's like literally in all three films it shows that. And for two,
and in a way, Doctor Strange was probably... If Doctor Strange didn't say please... He did say please. He admits that, yeah, it's kind of my fault, too. He admitted that. He based that proved it.
I like how Doctor Strange takes it less personally than this YouTube commenter does. or that YouTube
Yeah, well,
commenter did.
Doctor Strange is willing to admit, he has the balls to admit that it was his fault.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the comment was something like, "Lady, this is happening because your boyfriend wouldn't shut the fuck up." It was something like that, I swear to God.
And it's not like Doctor Strange wasn't helping Peter. He was. He gave Peter powers to get the guys in there and all that. Like,
Yeah.
basically, he basically said, alright, he basically was like, alright, listen, Peter, listen. I know we fucked up, but listen. It's mainly your fault, so you handle it. Like, it's kind of a childish argument. Like,
Yeah. Okay, this is my fault, but we're probably doing too much preempting of the arguments because the viewers, they haven't actually seen it like we have. So, I guess just Raylo, unless you have something to say.
Spoilers. After we spoiled it.
And all the other beloved villains
Tobey Maguire
that we
dies.
loved for many years now weren't in the film. Would
true.
this movie be even half as good as it is? Which is not, by the way. It's not good.
Spoilers, man.
But the decent moments that they have were catered towards nostalgia, being the villains that we've seen in prior Spider-Man movies.
Father,
as well
please.
as, yes.
Nostalgia. Look, that's our face there. Nostalgia. When he said nostalgia.
So the best example was the ending of the film where Peter has to sacrifice all his family and the entire world remembering him just to save the world. Is that just good because of nostalgia? All right, I'm gonna help you out. No, but that actually has nothing to do with the Raimi films or the TASM films at all. That's completely unique to this film, and also completely unique to the relationships in this trilogy. That ending where Spider-Man makes his new suit, or I guess it would be his old suit, in a matter of speaking. That only that works in this trilogy. That's not related to Raimi or well, I guess Mark Webb movies. I mean, it is theorized that he inspired the suit a little bit from their suits, which is something, but it doesn't matter. Another example, I don't know. Go back a few seconds.
This movie be even half as good.
This is us. This is our reaction when this video. When we watch this video, this is our reaction.
It is.
We're only 43 seconds.
By the way, it's not good.
That's
but
also us.
The decent moments that they have were catered towards nostalgia, being the villains that we've seen in prior Spider-Man movies, as well as, yes, both Tobey and Andrew Garfield's version of Spider-Man is in the film. They tried to, pull this whole switcheroo thing as if they weren't going to be in the film. But, yeah, they actually are, which is the cool thing about this film.
What do you mean switcheroo?
That's not what switcheroo means. They just didn't reveal it in the trailers because it would be less. The movie would be less exciting, or it would be less shocking if they did reveal it in the trailers. It's not a switcheroo. What's being switched? What's being switched?
That was not a switcheroo, but I will answer this. I don't think them showing up in the trailer was a bad thing. Matter of fact, I think it was like a terrible secret. Like, it's like the worst secret. Like,
worst kept secret.
Yeah, we kind of knew from like one of the trailer shots where they all three would be there, but they're like cut out and edited out, and the lizard's just jumping to a invisible thing, and he gets kicked.
He gets like punched invisibly. But still, it still adds more hype and like surprise that we didn't see them. But it's still the right marketing decision. But
yeah, I will say they did fuck up on that. They probably should have double checked that. I guess it was a fast day in Sony.
That was actually only in like the Hindu trailer or something, I believe. But yeah. Oh, I actually moved the mic. So again, like the point that the only decent movies, I think he's saying the only decent emotional payoffs in this movies are with nostalgia is not true. The entire ending disproves that. I don't even know if I need to come up with more examples than that. Here's another example. I really loved the part where Spider-Man was able to beat Doctor Strange by using math. That was an amazing moment. And it really shows his intelligence. and and it's a way that makes sense with his character. Like,
And it
makes
wasn't
sense that,
forced or anything.
Yeah, that's a great payoff because the entire trilogy is built. We know he's a nerd and is great at school and all of that. So, and that's a payoff that has nothing to do with the Raimi films or the TASM films, and it's a small one, to be fair. And then I guess after that, I guess a lot after that, a lot of the emotional payoffs are related to the TASM films or the Raimi films, because like Green Goblin killed Aunt May and things like that. But we still disproved the point. You're still wrong anyway. But let's just hear you explain it.
The emotion, like the payoff for Tom Holland in general, or
yeah, the payoff for Tom Holland, the ending, has nothing to do with the Raimi movies or the TASM movies.
Yeah, the ending definitely doesn't
has
nothing to do with them, because the payoff was going back to his normal life, and also not his normal life, but it's not very normal anymore.
Yeah, probably the hardest sacrifice someone could make. The entire world and everyone you love forgetting you. Nothing to do with Raimi or Mark Webb.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That was weird too. The spell, wasn't it like the spell was like everyone's gonna forget who Spider-Man is. But it also, I'm pretty sure he also implied anyone who knows Spider-Man forgets you, Peter Parker.
Oh, what it was is at the end of the movie, and to be honest, it probably doesn't make sense. I'm not sure, but to stop all the supervillains from other Spider-Man universes from coming into the world, like the entire universe has to forget who Peter Parker is. That was the not the wish, the spell, and Peter takes it because it's the responsible thing to do.
Yeah, that's a worse spell than that's funny. That's a worse spell than everyone forgetting who Spider-Man was, because they'll still remember who Peter was.
Yeah.
So ironically, he took the worst spell over the beneficial spell.
And it's great too, and this connects to the Spider-Man killing people thing, is that if Spider-Man did just let the villains die, his life would be fine. He would still be remembered. You would be okay in that way, and he might be able to get into college or whatever it was. Because I think he saved the lady from Doc Ock on the bridge and stuff. But the thing is, because he chose the responsible thing to not let them die, he ends up paying for it so hard. The end of the film is where taking the responsible route got him. But like Aunt May said when she died, he would still do it again because it was the right thing to do, and that's all that matters. And that's why the ending is so beautiful. It really lets us see great power equals great responsibility and how much of a sacrifice it can be. Anyway, probably didn't explain that.
This is my curse. Who am I?
Exactly.
I'm Spider-Man.
Wait, I was gonna sing the Star Wars Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a segment.
Is in the film. They tried to, pull this whole switcheroo thing as if there weren't going to be in the film, but yeah, they actually are. Which
again,
sorry,
makes no fuck that. What? Don't even listen.
That's not what the word means.
Yeah,
that's not what the word means.
When he says switcheroo, everybody just don't believe him anymore. They know what switcheroo means.
Imagine I don't know, little Johnny, obviously still a cookie from the cookie jar, and he says, "No, I didn't," and you say, "Man, you just pulled a switcheroo on me." That's not how that works.
You make it. It's funny because you sound like an idiot. Ironically, this guy's sounding like an idiot too.
Yeah. And this doesn't really matter, but when he says this gives me a flashback to when Infinite Retro said the Far From Home trailers did. What was it? Yo, it was something like he said something like switcheroo. Like I don't.
Good
and we had no
old
idea.
switcheroo.
I don't remember. I don't even remember what it was, but he was talking about the trailers, and we had no idea what the fuck he was talking about, but it was but I think what he was talking about was like the Far From Home trailers had like a deleted scene in them that wasn't in the movie, where Spider-Man like fights people with the Iron Spider suit in the beginning of the movie, and like Infinite Retros, man, they fucking got us. They what did he say? Like the old back and forth or something. He said something like switcheroo. I don't remember now. But
oh god, they didn't show that one scene in the trailer.
Yeah, he didn't even show. He didn't show the trailer scene though. We were just left to figure out what he was talking about.
They didn't show the airport scene where got the passport. They didn't show that scene either. Fucking dog shit. Exposition dead.
Yeah.
I guess like the reason why they didn't show that scene because that'd be kind of it would be kind of pointless, right?
Yeah,
it would just be bad pacing.
Exactly. It's that usually is the reason those scenes are deleted, to help the pacing of the movie. But yeah, it actually is a pretty nice scene though. But
yeah,
anyway.
I'm pretty sure they brought the scene back in extended versions. Well, that's again, like the movie isn't bad even without that scene because the scene wasn't really that important. So
yeah, like the cop says, "Are you the new Iron Man?" And he says, "No, I'm too busy doing your job." I like that. Anyway, I guess we can Raylo if you want.
The mobster fight. It's pretty good. It's just the scene's pointless.
And
still a cool scene. Like I still like it.
Andrew Garfield's version of Spider-Man is in the film. They tried to, pull this whole switcheroo thing as if they weren't going to be in the film. But, they actually are, which is the cool thing about this film. Again, nostalgia-based. Now, before we even dive into why this movie sucks and why it's complete overrated, we have to dive into the plot first. That's exactly what we're going to do. So, as always, grab a snack, get you a drink if you're of age, because we're going to be here for a while. So the way this movie starts off is exactly where it left off in the previous film, being Far From Home.
Might have good points here.
Mysterio reveals Peter's identity to the entire world on the news. And basically, he's just now seeing this on the TV spot. And the New Yorkers aren't happy about it because obviously Mysterio lied and said that he was the cause of the whole entire thing, which he wasn't. But, the New Yorkers don't give a damn. So they start, chasing him. They start pushing him. And they saw that MJ is there too, so they tried to like press her, so he had to pretty much swing in, save her from the whole press and whatnot. And they're basically on the run for a good like 15 minutes of the film until he shows up to his house, even though he's literally being chased by the cops as if they don't know his identity that was just leaked 15 minutes ago. And
Father,
of course,
please.
The cops pull up.
So, do you think Spider-Man wouldn't check on his family? That's why he went there. Was because of the... Oh, I just heard a ding. But that's why he went there.
Yeah, the ding. That was perfect timing. Yeah, that maybe you flicked something in that guy's brain, made him go ding.
That's why he went there. Was because of that, to make sure that his family was okay. Although he actually tried to like hide it from them for like a little while. It was more of just a joke though than an actual plot point. But yeah, that's why he was there, to make sure they were okay. The
first thing he did when he got there too was he webbed up the windows so no one could get in. Like he was looking, he was like trying to be like look for their safety, look out for their.
What is he supposed to do? Like where is he supposed to go anyway? Like he doesn't have anywhere else to go. What? Okay,
if he ran away, it would make him look guilty anyways.
Yeah, it's this simple. Do you think Spider-Man wouldn't check on his family to make sure they're okay when his identity is revealed and he's accused as a murderer? Is that what you think?
Fucking no.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, fucking. Why didn't he run away? He's a criminal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking look at the evidence. Mysterio shoved up his ass.
If it were me, I would have moved to China, y'all.
China Spider-Man. Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah. I get like yeah, it really is just it's just stupid. Raylo, I guess.
Up and stuff like that, and it.
Oh,
my
father,
God.
please.
Just
Oh my God, no, I can't. It's too bad, y'all. Okay, yeah. His point is, Spider-Man thinks he can hide from the police and the press at his house. When that's not what he was trying to do, really.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to hide. He wasn't trying to run away. He was just trying to get away.
He's trying to make sure his family was okay. So next,
Like with the media, with the press, he wasn't running away from them. He was trying to get away from them.
yeah. I also like
and
how
of course,
this video.
you know,
I also like how this video is just going to be him like slowly and awkwardly describing the plot for us. I always love those
poorly.
kind of videos.
It's gonna be poorly done too.
Yeah.
cops pull up and stuff
Can't
like
wait.
that, and it. Oh my God! Just that scene alone
Oh my
just goes
God.
to show you how stupid Peter is in this
Oh!
franchise. Like,
Father,
why?
please.
We called it. It's Peter
No,
stupid.
It's one of the trifecta. I don't know if I talked about it yet, but the trifecta of criticism for this film. Peter should kill
fucking
people.
Stupid, man. Fucking
Yeah,
not
yeah.
run away from the cops. Like I got caught by the cops one time and I ran away. Like, it works.
Yeah, I got this hole in my body to prove it. Yeah, the trifecta. 1, fan service. 2, Peter is stupid. 3, Peter should kill people. We've already ticked off 2 of the trifecta, so good to know. Anyway, I'm not even sure what to refute exactly. Like, Peter is stupid. Or checking on his family. Like, even if it was stupid to do that, even if it was, you think Spider-Man wouldn't check on his family anyway in a panicked state like that? Do you think he wouldn't do that?
Yeah, like, I think anyone would, not just Peter.
Maybe not this guy. Maybe not this guy. Maybe like, fuck my
Fuck
family.
my family. I'm running away. They ain't catching me, motherfucker.
I gotta get out of here.
They ain't catching me. Like, he wouldn't even save MJ. He'd be like, bye, MJ.
Yeah, I would just drop her off right off the bridge right now, literally.
No, he wouldn't even save her from the crowd.
Oh, he would just look back at her like, oh, sorry, I gotta go, bitch.
If I missed the part where that's my problem. That would have been irresponsible, by the way. If he would have ran away, that would have been irresponsible. So nice for being nice to know that they want people to be irresponsible.
This is what being smart is, y'all. I'm the smart Spider-Man.
Sometimes the smart way is the most irresponsible way, ironically.
Yeah, sometimes the pragmatic way is the least like empathetic and human way. For sure. Okay,
Fucking,
Raylo, I guess.
Fucking criminal.
That
Menace.
Doc Ock.
Menace.
That Doc Ock. That Doc Ock tentacle is him to our brains right now. That's what's
The
going
hell
on.
would you go back to your
Pulling
place?
this up.
The cops know who you are, bro. Anyways,
That's
after that
God! That's us right now.
Oh, we already just explained it. Oh my
That
god.
should be the thumbnail. That should be the thumbnail.
We already explained it. Checking up on your family, that's responsible.
Also, I love how I was gonna say this is the laziest editing ever, but sadly it isn't. But he just does I'm just gonna play the trailer. I'm just gonna loop the trailer the whole video, and that's it while I talk about the movie.
And
Like, unfortunately, it really isn't the laziest way you could do this, but it's pretty lazy. Like,
well, I guess
that's
you
it.
can't. She doesn't have any clips of the movie, so this is all we gotta do. Just play.
Like,
You can't play clips of the other movies, you know.
Like, I feel like there's something you could do. I don't know,
Yeah,
just
play
anything. But
I don't know. Turn your camera on. I don't know. Play clips of the
Make-
other movies. That could have worked.
maybe like make drawings, like terrible drawings.
Spider-Man video game in the background. Like,
oh, that would be cool.
That's
It would
pretty
be a little. It would be
entertaining.
better. It would be better than this. I would say.
I feel like video
anyway.
games in the background is always going to be the best way of having a, like, if you're doing commentary, video games in the background is the best way to go.
Especially like you could play a Spider-Man game or something.
Yeah, it would be fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
But whatever.
Fun doesn't exist.
Yeah, I will say from an editing perspective, this is still more competent.
Our face. This is when we saw this thumbnail.
Yeah. This is still better than Max Fail's editing, because like just looping a trailer over and over again, I feel like that's better than the shit he did where he just turned the game on and was like, hold on guys, wait a minute, I gotta get to the gene swapping thing, y'all. And hold on, let me find this splicer real quick. Listen to how cartoonish he sounds.
Oh man, you listen to me.
He figures out a lawyer to help Peter, and surprise, surprise, the lawyer is no other than the infamous Matt Murdock, aka.
Infamous.
Wait, why is he infamous? Yeah, yeah, we have the same thought.
Is
Would it
he
be infamous?
Is he like I don't know if he's bad or in any way.
I get, maybe he doesn't understand what.
That's
no
infamous.
Fanboy, he doesn't understand what infamous means either. He needs a dictionary. He thinks infamous. You mean like famous? There, got it. There you go. It's in the review.
Infamous. So apparently, Daredevil is a very known criminal.
The Daredevil show is really famous, and Daredevil is probably a famous lawyer. So I don't.
Or the well-known. It would have been better if he said the well-known and best lawyer. Matt Murdock.
What? Anyway, that's nitpicky though. I'm going to guess he's going to just say, it's just fan service.
I know, but I just don't like how he called Matt Murdock infamous. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
That kind of, like, I know it was a mistake on his part, but, like, come on, man. He show some respect for the Daredevil, alright?
And I will be fair, right? I talked to Fanboy about this once. Daredevil... Daredevil pretty much is just he's important to the film because it says that Peter Parker will be relatively fine from legal trouble, but his family might not be. But the scene where he grabs the brick, I mean, it does show us the public opinion of Peter Parker, but you could say it was just fan service.
I love that scene, the brick scene, because Peter was about to grab the brick. It's just since Matt Murdock was closer, he got it.
True.
With his supersonic echo hearing.
Yeah. My thing is, though, if you want to say it is just fan service, how does that detract from the quality of the movie at all, though? I don't really get how it would. I will say, maybe, man, the legal troubles just got brushed away in one scene. This movie isn't actually about the legal troubles themselves. So I don't know if that would be a big deal. I mean, Matt Murdock is a great lawyer, so I think it makes enough sense. We don't need see if they had scenes explaining why legal troubles won't be affecting Peter. That wouldn't be relevant to the actual plot of the movie to go into too much detail about that. I just don't see the big deal. Is what I'm saying. But I guess Raylo.
A Daredevil, which basically tells Peter, hey, they got nothing against you, bro. You're pretty much good. So then Peter, MJ, and Ned go back to school with even more
Hey, Father, please.
From the...
He, excluding the fact that Happy was still on your investigation, or whatever the case was, he excluded that fact, but I guess that's not actually relevant to the film, as far as I know. But still, that's not something I would exclude, but... Raylo, I guess.
Press, I just hear you have a whole bunch of people with protests and signs. Basically, he's popular for all the wrong reasons right now. And that starts to affect his friends as well, because not only are they pretty much ostracized from the school, but they also can't get into the select college that they're applying for. And
True.
Peter finds this out, and he's like, yeah, I gotta go to Doctor Strange for this. Yeah, so let me repeat that.
No,
He went to
Okay. Peter wasn't like, oh, I gotta go to Doctor Strange for this one. No, he didn't even think about that. He only thought about it when he saw a Halloween ornament. And realizing that, wait, maybe Strange could help me.
True. I don't think it matters too much, though, but you are right. You are right. He hasn't actually said anything too stupid yet while he's summarizing the movie.
Well, he's about to say something stupid in a second. He's like, oh, he went to Doctor Strange. Yeah.
I will say, from memory, like, some of the comments we read didn't even understand why Peter went to Doctor Strange. Like, we had to explain that Peter saw his friends not being able to go into college because of him, and that's why this was important for him to do. And yeah, we had to explain that to explain that he was doing everything responsibly for other people and wasn't just selfish or whatever the comments were saying. But Raylo, let's feel some. I think we're about to face some pain right now.
Doctor Strange to brainwash the entire planet that he's not Spider-Man, simply because his friends didn't go to the college that they wanted to go. Yeah, so he put the whole multiverse in danger, as well as 2 other Spider-Men and their respective villains in danger.
I don't know.
First of all, he doesn't.
I don't know, like, effectively, if the spell wasn't really a bad thing. It was more. It could have did more good than harm. It's just the mistake of the sacrifice. It, like, literally, the sacrifice was on Peter more than anyone else. But
here's the thing. Peter doesn't know, Peter and Doctor Strange don't know the spell would risk the multiverse. Or to Spider-Man. Peter doesn't know that, and if he did know that, he probably wouldn't have done it then. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so why are you even he risked the multiverse? Like, he didn't know. That's why remember the trailer where he was like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Remember that? Like, Peter did not know what
now.
Yeah, Peter's like, he did not know what the fuck just happened.
Yeah, he doesn't know he's risking the multiverse. And also, the movie, even, like, Doctor Strange even tells him, wait, you didn't even try asking the college again, basically? So, like, the film, like, you're not saying anything the film doesn't know. It's like, the film knows, oh, wait, this is a little bit absurd. But, I mean, I wouldn't just say he asked to do that just for his friends not be able to go into college, but that is the important reason for him. I mean, having the world know you're a murderer and stuff, and, you know, be actually infamous for it, that would suck a lot. You probably couldn't handle. You would probably kill yourself.
Matt Murdock is infamous. Spider-Man isn't. Sigma Grind said.
You know the famous Hitler.
but the infamous Matt Murdock and the famous
infamous Abraham Lincoln.
Alright, we shouldn't make fun of that guy for that mistake. It's funny though. How does he mistake infamous for, like, famous? Oh my god.
The
all because he wanted
video.
That's just a very hilarious nitpick.
To go to college with his friends. Are you sensing why this movie is garbage? Because hopefully you are. And the part that kills me is just like, okay, let's say theoretically he did want to just have people forget that he's Spider-Man. That's cool. He couldn't even manage that, bro. He screwed up Doctor Strange's spell about 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, you're right, Sheep. You're right. One of the segments, check, and check.
Dude, checklist, the trifecta. I knew it. I knew it, dude. Okay, I feel like I've explained this 100 times to Fanboy at least, but all right, I'll explain it. Okay, so imagine you're doing a spell that you just learned about, and you only see all the benefits at first, the obvious benefits. But then when you're doing it, you actually have some time to think about the consequences, the catch, so to speak. And then you realize, oh wait, my family is gonna forget like half of my life, even though my girlfriend dated me because of that half of my life. Wait, what's gonna happen now?
Yeah, like what happens if MJ doesn't know I'm Spider-Man? Will we even be dating? What happens if Ned doesn't know I'm Spider-Man? Well, he just actually I'm sure he'll still be his friend, but like still like
his guy in the chair.
Yeah, he wouldn't be the guy in the chair. Like he wouldn't help him on hero missions anymore. And he also said with Aunt May is that when she figured out his identity, it took her so long to actually understand and accept it, and he didn't want to go through that again.
We probably should have seen that at some point, but that's not really relevant to this film. But look here, listen. I'm smart Spider-Man, right? And if I realized that my family would forget half of my life and experiences with them in the past few years, I would be like... Anyway, how would you be, Fanboy?
Yeah, you know what? Matter of fact, I'd just be like, yeah, let's do it, man. I don't care. Fuck it.
Actually, make them forget both halves.
Let's go. Fuck this shit, man. I'm not human.
Yeah, I'm also not like a teenager that makes mistakes like any regular person would. I'm an alpha male, y'all.
Yeah, he's like he's either 18 or 17 stupid at this point in the movie, and like.
That's also not forgetting the fact that Doctor Strange already gives Peter shit for this in the film anyway. But whatever.
I know, like, oh my god. Like, Peter made the mistake, and at least he's trying to fix it.
Yeah, which this guy wouldn't do, I guarantee, but... or we wouldn't do, but...
Yeah, he's irresponsible for trying to fix a mistake.
Yeah, he hasn't said he's irresponsible yet, but these people do. We'll probably see that soon from someone, but...
Tom Holland's Spider-Man is the most irresponsible Spider-Man. I swear to God. Like, if he just stopped making mistakes, like, he would be the most Like, what the fuck? Are you, like, hello? How would you know that you wouldn't make any of the mistakes he did?
This movie is stupid because this teenager's stupid.
Oh my lord.
Owned. Checkmate.
If I was Tom Holland in this, I probably made the same mistake too.
How would anyone would have made the same mistake? I don't believe that you wouldn't. No.
Like it's like dude, like, and I especially know like with MJ. Like, if you really love someone, you don't want them to forget what you've been through.
Like, a Fanboy, imagine, I don't know, like, I won't remember the times we played Left 4 Dead or something like that. I don't know.
You would not know me then. Like, it would just be nothing.
Yeah, like,
our friendship was for nothing, and I feel like an asshole, and I'm the guy who remembers all of it, but you don't.
Yeah. Like, I would just wake up and look at my Discord and, wait, who's this guy? Who's this toucan? Also, why do I have Discord? I don't remember getting that before meeting you.
Yeah, I know. That would hurt. That would hurt the individual who remembers.
Oh, thank you, Fanboy. It would hurt me too.
Well, you wouldn't remember, but...
If the roles were flipped, I mean, it would hurt me too.
Oh. Yeah, it would hurt mentally.
Yeah.
Oh, if you... God, no, you can like, the people arguments, like, yeah, they can forget, like, the things we went through. Like, man, they don't get it. They don't fucking get it. There's, I feel like they only say that because they don't actually know the consequences.
Yeah. Man, if this young Spider-Man makes mistakes, God forbid, I'm gonna do so much shit right now. Uh, it's stupid. And we're probably gonna have to go through this same rant again, but in the future. But in Raylo, I guess.
Many
I will
lives
say,
and immediate.
not sure if I pointed it out, but I in the video, I mean, I do think the problem with that scene I would put on Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange should have told Peter, okay, make sure, really think about how you want to say this, and give him like 10 minutes or something, because it's very important. I would, because from memory, it seems like he just rushes Peter into it right when he gets the idea. Not sure if I said that yet in the video, but I will say I think that's a problem. But
Yeah. Oh my lord. This movie's great.
Immediate danger, all because of his selfish reasons. You see why Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man is literally the worst version of them all.
Selfish.
Selfish.
Spider-Man's face. Spider-Man's face. That's our face right now.
That car is the word selfish. He's Doc Ock. Selfish. I had to like think about that for a second. No.
Selfish.
No, just no.
No. Selfish.
No. No.
What? What? Selfish? I don't understand. Wait, can you play it again?
Immediate destroying the whole all Doctor Strange's spell about 5 or 6 times, destroying the whole multiverse, putting so many lives in immediate danger. All
Doesn't
because
know
of his
that,
selfish
dipshit.
reasons. You see why Tom Holland's
Wait,
version of
sound
Spider-Man is
Father,
literally
please!
the worst. You see why Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man is literally the worst.
Peter's face was our face.
Hello, Tom Holland.
Hello, Iron Cuck Jr.
Oh my god.
So, purely selfish reasons, when what he's talking about, and he knows is the main reason Peter wanted to do this spell is because his friends' lives, because they can't go into college and that their lives are not going to, are not in danger, but they're not going to be able to enjoy their lives as much because of Peter. And that's selfish? Selfish?
Dude, he doesn't know. He doesn't know words. He doesn't know words.
Mechanisms of my mind are an enigma. Milk splash. Inner mechanisms of my mind are an enigma. Anyway, are we gonna? I hope not. But are we gonna have to like count the times where Tom Holland's Spider-Man did selfless acts in this trilogy? Are we gonna have to do that, Fanboy?
Oh,
because I already have a big example. Well, you know, him not letting the villains die when all it would do is benefit him. That's one example, but okay, let Raylo. Jesus.
Forget that he's Spider-Man. That's cool. He couldn't even manage that, bro.
That's cool.
He screwed up Doctor Strange's spell about 5 or 6 times, destroying the whole multiverse, putting so many lives in immediate
he also
danger.
didn't.
All
Father,
because
please.
of his selfish reasons.
It's a small
Selfish
thing.
reasons.
It's a small thing, but Peter didn't necessarily know he was screwing up the spell. He just he just said, "Oh yeah, can this person also remember?" He didn't know. Like, it's not like he went to a computer and started throwing a wrench at it or something. So I don't. Anyway, Raylo, I guess.
Dude, yeah. Peter is the. Well, I do believe in Mysterio. This is what this guy is.
Fucking shellfish. Wish you stayed dead, kid.
You see why Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man is literally the worst version of them all? Is because he
Holy
lacks
shit.
responsibility. He has zero,
Father, please.
absolutely zilch. Okay.
Oh no! God damn it! No! No! Okay. He's actually making us have to. Okay. He actually went all the way with the retardation. Tom Holland's Spider-Man has no responsibility and is the worst version of Spider-Man to ever exist. Okay, I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, alright. So now, we have to talk about Tom Holland's Spider-Man being responsible. Alright. First example. Even though Tony Stark and Tony Stark told Spider-Man not to go get Vulture, he still did anyway. Second example, even when he had no technology, and going to get Vulture at the end of the movie would do nothing but if he let Vulture go, it would have done nothing but benefit him. In Vulture's crime, he doesn't even know what his crime is, but it wouldn't have really hurt anyone. It's not an end-of-the-world crime at all. It was just a thievery. He sacrificed the person he got a crush on and wanted to date for a long time. And he did it with he wasn't going to get praise from Iron Man for saving Vulture, or at least he didn't think he was. That's not why he did it. He just did it because it was the right thing to do. Then, Far From Home. He still does try to save the world, even though he didn't want to after Infinity War. He wouldn't want to have to do that, but he still did it anyway.
Yeah, with Far From Home, it was kind of the premise of I can't.
As any person would. After
I don't know
Infinity
if
War,
I don't. The premise was I don't know if I can be the next Iron Man. I don't know if that's even possible. I just wish I could just take these responsibilities and give it to someone else, which he did with Mysterio.
Yeah, sorry.
And we all know what happened when he did that.
Yeah, literally every fucking teenager goes through insecurity and am I good enough for this? And he has to go through, after being killed and losing a father figure, he has to wonder if he's good enough to be the next Iron Man and save the world from disasters. But no, these people, unironically, would be like, you gave the glasses to Mysterio, someone who built up a trusting, kind relationship and sacrificed themselves to defeat an alien monster.
He tricked you? He tricked you? He broke the spell?
You fucking dumb kid!
I would have picked it up. I would have picked it up in 5 seconds. 5.
Tobey Maguire, if he was here, the second he saw Mysterio, he would have punched his face off. Ah, kid! Okay.
Fucking...
Then...
God! How did he get played? He's an idiot! Tom Holland, yeah. Iron Boy Jr., man.
How dare you get tricked by someone who you think is a great superhero in person and also have anxiety, so you give up the glasses that you already used irresponsibly by accident. How dare you!
Which also fueled the fire, by the way, with that.
Exactly, the decision to give Mysterio the glasses makes so much sense if you pay attention to the fucking movie. But they don't do that. Remember, we had that debate in the Infinite Retro... Not debate, but, that comment was, they used that as an example, and then, I pointed out how stupid that person was. And that person, I guess we just have to agree to disagree, or something like that. No, you're wrong. You're wrong about this. It makes perfect sense that a teenager would do that in Far From Home. Anyway, that's a little bit off the point. In that movie, even though he gives Mysterio the glasses and it ended up being the wrong decision, he takes the responsibility to stop it himself, even though he doesn't have the drones with him. And if you watch Far From Home, he uses his own intelligence in the end of that movie.
He actually trusts himself this time. He believed his own senses.
Exactly. Okay. I'm getting a bit too much into it, but he trusts his own senses. He uses clever strategies, I don't know, I don't remember exactly, but like webbing a bunch of drones to like go into each other, like clever things like that. And he learns to trust himself, that he doesn't need to be the new Iron Man, that he can be the new Spider-Man, and he learns to have faith in himself, and he takes responsibility for Mysterio. And then in this movie especially, he takes responsibility to save the lives of supervillains. Even though all it does is fuck his life up. Even when his Aunt May is dead, he still decides to do the right thing and not kill them.
With the exception of Green Goblin, but he was still, like, again, he was still saved. Like, when Green Goblin stabbed Toby, he could have killed him right there, but he still saved him.
Yeah.
He realized then and there.
Yeah, exactly. And then again, making the ultimate sacrifice and accepting the responsibility that the entire world and his family will forget he exists, but it will be the right thing to save the world. Irresponsible!
Save the world and the multiverse.
Exactly. You know, he's talking about this dumb kid risked the multiverse for selfish reasons, but doesn't realize that he saved the multiverse for selfless reasons at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Fucking troglodyte, man.
Oh my, yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, superheroes, like, there's a lot of superhero movies too where the superhero makes the mistake and they fix their mistake at the end.
That's just a common plot thing. Dude, I was in English class the other day, and it was showing like a bunch of different like common premises, like starters for stories, and that was one of them. Someone has to makes a mistake and they have to fix it. That was one of like the basic story starters in English class. But no.
Yeah.
No.
Fucking. That classic go fuck yourself moment.
Classic Tom Holland hater moment. Classic go fuck yourself moment. I like it.
Version of Spider-Man is literally the worst version of them all, is because he lacks responsibility. He has zero.
I don't believe this fucking
guy.
What is your term of responsibility?
Responsibility is when you don't care about checking on your family. Oh, checkmate.
I feel like the points where he made a mistake doesn't mean it wasn't irresponsible. He was still trying to find the responsible way to, like, the responsible way. But his actions were a mistake. It's how he fixes his mistake that comes with responsibility. He could have just been like, fucking just like, I don't give a shit. That would have been irresponsible. He could have just, brought the villains back to their multiverse just to die. That would have been irresponsible because he had the choice to save their lives. If he made the choice to kill them, that would have been the most irresponsible thing. And, if that Tom Holland had like Uncle Ben and this choice happened and he decided, yeah, I'm going to kill him. That's like the most irresponsible thing, and that goes against like the entire thing Spider-Man wanted to go against.
Yeah.
Not being there. It's not his problem.
Yeah.
He's looking the other way.
Exactly. That's what that would have been if you let Doctor Strange push the button. That's exactly what that would have been. If Uncle Ben was in this movie, I don't know. Maybe they would have shut up then. Maybe. I would hope so. But
Peter. That's him. That's him reading the comments.
What?
That's Uncle Ben reading the comments. Peter.
Why didn't you let the villains die, Peter? Why didn't you care about yourself, Peter?
Why did you not run away from the cops, Peter?
Oh God, this is our reality now.
Yeah.
Zero, absolutely zilch, okay?
Zilch.
And he has been in so many tragic moments and events regarding the Avengers and even Tony Stark's death, and he still has yet to learn not a single damn thing about responsibility. You would think being an Avenger would teach
I don't
you this.
fucking get it anymore. What is their term of... I want to know his term of responsibility. I want to know. How? What the fuck? How did...
I can't do it, man. I can't take this shit no more, man.
He never passed English class.
Literally. What?
How you mean to tell me how is he not being responsible? Explain to me what wasn't responsible and tell me what he did. And I'm going to tell you what he did that was responsible over your irresponsibleness that he did.
He made mistakes, fanboy. Fucking piece of shit.
Here, look, he almost destroyed the multiverse. Okay, well, he did the responsible choice and fixed that.
Is that a fucking blue shirt over there, kid? Have you thought about the consequences of that?
Yeah. Did you know blue shirts blow up? No, I didn't. Oh, you fucking idiot!
Go back to that Stark cock. Okay.
Iron cum dump.
Oh my God. Can you go back a few seconds?
Jesus.
I just realized in that screenshot, Peter was like looking concerned at like a very smug MJ. Peter is us and he's MJ.
And he has been in so many tragic moments and events regarding the Avengers and even Tony
because
Stark's
I love
death,
how by the way, when MJ was
not
talking back to Doctor Strange, that actually is a neat detail.
Responsibility.
Because Peter was like
Avenger.
Peter,
are you talking back to Doctor Strange?
Yeah, like he again is a bit like he never like had anyone actually stand up for him before, so he's just looking like, oh.
Yeah, they're kind of like opposite personalities in a way. MJ and Peter.
Yeah, she's like the she's his fate or something.
She's like the rebellious, like pessimistic person, and he's like the optimistic, more not obedient person, but like he usually listens to like authority from Iron Man and Tony Stark, unless he thinks it would be wrong not to, like he does, trying to get Vulture, and obviously in this movie.
Have you seen the movie Aliens?
Me? Wait, I actually have. Yeah, I have.
Oh, good. Oh, man, that scene in Infinity War must have been cool then.
But clearly not. But yeah, so he screws up Doctor Strange's spell, which...
I actually watched that after Infinity War. But yeah, I knew the reference when I watched it.
Teach you this, but clearly not. But yeah, so he screws up Doctor Strange's spell, which pretty much destroys the multiverse.
No.
And
listen. He didn't not just only screw up the spell.
What is going on?
He was the spell.
I know.
I'm sorry. I'm so tired of this guy's logic that I'm just saying stupid shit.
So I don't know what's happening anymore.
The Eye of Agamotto will never open after this video.
Doctor Strange's spell, which pretty much destroys the multiverse. And, we see Doc Ock pop up for the first time.
Wait, sorry, Father, please. Just to be safe that we know what's happening, go back like 10 seconds. Just to make sure we don't miss any stupidity.
Death. And he still has yet to learn not a single damn thing about responsibility. You would think being an Avenger would teach you this, but clearly not. But yeah, so he screws up Doctor Strange's spell.
No, being an Avenger being an Avenger. Hold on, no. It doesn't even matter. Being an Avenger does not teach you responsibility. You're fucking stupid.
He was an Avenger. He basically like joined the battle and they said, yeah, you're an Avenger now. Like he didn't get any, like he wasn't like initiated into it or something. Like he didn't like sign a waiver or something. Like he didn't get the
Yeah.
Avengers code. I don't what.
It's funny with that scene. Peter went there against Iron Man's wishes, which Peter doesn't care because he wanted to do that, not because the Avengers didn't want him to do it. He didn't care
Because
if he
it
was
was-
an Avenger there and then. He did it because he's a hero. That's what.
Because
he
it was
does.
Sorry for interrupting you. Because it's the responsible thing to do. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, even though he was directly told not to go to the alien ship, he still went on an invading alien ship of like he fought like super powered aliens. Like he has no idea what kind of shit is gonna be there.
And all that.
Yeah, like he fought Thanos because it was the responsible thing to do. Like, would you go to an alien ship when you saw like a giant hulking creature and a guy that can like control metal? Would you go to their ship just because it was the right thing to do, even though your mentor told you not to? No, you wouldn't do that, but he did.
But we're getting off topic with that. But yeah, I
What was the topic again?
it was.
For not
oh
a
my
single
God, I don't
damn
remember.
Oh, I remember.
About responsibility.
Oh yeah, being an Avenger should teach you responsibility. Which
Right.
that wasn't true. He would learn responsibility from himself.
True, but dude, have you heard of
In
Iron Man
Man's
before?
quote. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh.
Have you heard of?
Iron Man's carrying that boy, I tell you.
No, wait, but being an Avenger, you would think you would have responsibility when you're an Avenger. Have you heard of Iron Man before?
Yeah.
His entire character is making mistakes and like being irresponsible and learning to be more responsible.
Yeah, Iron Man is literally just Spider-Man.
Civil War was like him. Like the end of that was him letting his emotions get to him, and like being irresponsible in the Spider-Man sense.
Yeah, but or give or take, I can't blame him for that because he kind of felt betrayed by Cap.
Right,
Because he thought he was his friend. He didn't tell him that Bucky, killed his parents.
Right, but you would think you'd be responsible when you're an Avenger, and like pretty much every Iron Man film is about the mistakes he's made. Pretty much every film he's in. Remember Age of Ultron? Okay.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, remember Age of Ultron where the Avengers, fucked up and made a super villain killing spree AI?
That actually is similar to this movie and Far From Home. It's like it makes complete sense that Iron Man would do that, and he had no idea that Ultron would become what he did.
Yeah,
and
Ultron and Banner definitely did not know it was going to be a killer AI. They were definitely shocked to see that shit pop off.
Yeah, like I wouldn't actually. I don't know. Like I wouldn't. I wouldn't
that was
really
just a mistake. That was a really big mistake that they didn't even spec to think would happen.
Yeah, like I wouldn't watch Age of Ultron and say, "Man, Iron Man's fucking stupid, you guys."
Yeah, of course that AI. It's obvious that AI is evil.
Yeah,
a computer's evil.
Yeah, man, you would think you would be responsible by now. Oh, okay.
Like,
okay.
Oh my
okay.
God, it's so stupid. If you would think you'd be an Avenger, you would be responsible. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Doctor Strange is us right now.
I know.
You would think being an Avenger would teach you this, but clearly not. But yeah, so he screws up Doctor Strange's spell, which destroys the multiverse.
Father, please. When he was talking there, I saw him as like MJ talking like smugly. And
yeah, dude. I swear.
Our responsibility. You would think being an Avenger would teach you this, but clearly not. But yeah, so he screws up Doctor Strange's spell, which destroys the multiverse.
I'm easy to
and,
please.
we see Doc Ock pop up for the first time,
easily amused,
and he gets absolutely swept by him.
What?
But
No,
honestly, the whole
got
movie,
swept by
I was just
nanotech.
rooting for the villains.
Nanotechnology.
Sweet.
I'm not sure. Wait, can you back up? I don't know what's going on anymore.
And we see Doc Ock pop up for the first time. And he
Doc
gets
Ock got
absolutely swept by
Which
him.
no,
And
I don't think that
honestly,
was
the
true.
whole
I think it was
movie,
fair.
was
I think it was fairly even matched, and I think Doc Ock actually had the upper hand. It's just that he made a mistake of trusting Peter's nanotechnology onto his nano arms.
Doc Ock was going to kill Peter if the nanotechnology didn't do what nanotechnology would do, or what Tony Stark's nanotechnology would
Yeah,
do.
luckily, if the nanotechnology connected to like Doc Ock's nanotech arms, because those are also made of nanotechnology.
Yeah.
Which when they
2004.
connected, his suit basically said "new device connected," and he fucking controlled the arms. That just shows you how more advanced Tony's nanotech was. That he was able to just hack into someone else's nanotech by just putting his nanotech on top of it.
Yeah, and it makes complete sense that he would design it to do exactly that, Tony Stark. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah, because the fear of other people's maybe getting his weapons or his technology and using it against him again.
Yeah. It's honestly funny to think, like Iron Man at his peak in, like, Infinity War, fighting, like, Obadiah Stane in Iron Man 1. It would be like the Electrocutioner fight in Batman Arkham Origins.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the huge difference. The huge difference. Like, Obadiah would have died like twice.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have to fall in the giant arc reactor.
Anyway, I really hope his point isn't going to be they cucked Doc Ock. They ruined him. They made him a shoy boy.
Dude, his opinion is the pumpkin bomb, and we're Peter. His opinion is the pumpkin bomb. Also, I love the live action pumpkin bombs. They're really cool. I love how they also kept the green effect on them.
Yeah.
When they explode, the green gas.
It looks great.
The green gas from the pumpkin bombs.
You know what a criticism for this film might be that we haven't seen yet? Is that a lot of people are saying that the CGI in this movie is bad. And to be honest, that might be true. I honestly don't care if it's bad or not, so that's all I have to say. It's not... I care about the character and plot, really. Like, it was good enough that I could be immersed in the story still, so... Whatever.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're saying that because of the Sandman and Lizard, but I don't... That could be, they probably had to cut corners with those two.
I do think there are some parts where, Peter 2, Raimi's suit, it looked like fake sometimes. Well, like, I don't think Andrew's suit did, from memory. But that's whatever. I think, like, Raimi's suit is a hard one, because it doesn't really look like it's meant to move that much, in my opinion, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't really seem to be, like, a flexible suit in the Raimi movies. Even though it is, like, in-universe, right? But, yeah, whatever.
Just rooting for the villains to just
Spider-Man
sweep Tom Holland the whole damn film, honestly, because he is so annoying. Even Doctor Strange.
This is like Tom Holland's been fighting a lot of villains. He even fought Thanos. I think he would be prepared enough to even fight the Sinister Six now.
I don't. What's his point? Can you go back like 10 seconds?
Like he was like, "Oh man, why aren't the villains sweeping him, man?"
For the villains to just
even though like I'm Green Goblin.
Honestly, the whole movie, I was just rooting for the villains to just sweep Tom Holland.
Dude.
Dude, you put too much faith in him. He wasn't even making a real point. He was like, "Man, I hate this movie so much. I wanted Peter to die."
I bet he really enjoyed that Green Goblin scene then.
Isn't that funny, guys? Do you get it? I didn't like the movie, so I wanted the protagonist to die. I've heard that. I've heard that in other reviews for like 10 years now, for one. Like, no, it's not clever. Just fuck off, okay? No, stop.
Like, really? Come on. What argument is that?
Yeah. It's their kind of argument. That's what an argument is.
I hate the movie. Hope the main character dies in the movie. That's like
Kill
a
this
duly
kid.
that's a duly noted.
Man, I am very badass, isn't it?
Yes.
The rooting for the villains to just
I was just thinking.
sweep
I was
Tom
just
Holland.
thinking, Father, please. I was just thinking of like the Shadow the Hedgehog game theme song. When he's saying this, I don't know if you know about that, but it's just like the Edge Lord theme song, basically.
It's Tom's.
Pumpkin Bomb is the Edge. I don't know.
The edge.
The whole damn film, honestly, because he is so annoying. Even Doctor Strange just couldn't stand this kid, bro. I wouldn't either, because he's...
Father, please. So
true.
actually, at the end of the movie, Doctor Strange was actually like reluctant and like sad to not like to have the entire world forget him and let him take all the time he needed to say his last goodbyes. So, no. And also, we actually did like say when MJ told him to say please, he actually did do it.
And also,
like,
when he was about to push the button again, he actually saw the lizard cured. So it may have changed his mind then and there. Though I think he was going to press it if the pumpkin bomb wasn't in the box, but who knows?
True. True. Yeah, you're right. Anyway,
Because instead of Peter saying strange, watch out, it's more like strange, don't.
Yeah. Now, like the review, he's taken a nosedive. Like I swear, he lost subject. He lost the track on what he was even talking about, and now he's just rambling about how Peter is annoying in this film. So basically, we're just gonna get a nothing review for God knows how long. He's gonna talk about this.
Yeah, the plot.
He's such an idiot. But anyways, so he fights Dr. Octopus, gets absolutely destroyed. Basically, Dr. Octopus takes some of the nanotechnology from his suit, and that pretty much goes on his tentacles, and Peter can control that. Like he just figured it out last minute after he was getting absolutely destroyed by him.
Doesn't the screen tell him on the
catches
suit?
Him by using his own
Swear to
tentacles
God!
because
I
they
swear to
pretty
God!
much, have the whole nanotechnology.
Father. Okay. Swear to God, I remember the suit has like, hey, you can control this now. We told him.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, it did. It said device connected.
Fuck.
And Peter was
Maybe
like,
we could look
and
it
Peter
up.
was just like, Peter's like, ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, I don't know if it's findable, the clip, but
I definitely know it was a girl voice AI saying device connected, and Peter used his arm wrist and took control of it.
Yeah, you're right.
Goes on his tentacles, and Peter can control that. Like he just figured it out last minute after he was getting.
No, I don't. You how would you know that he didn't know that could happen? He's been having this suit for quite some time now.
That's true.
Like, how do you know? How do you know? If we're making assumptions now, how do you know?
How can you be this dumb?
Because I don't know. Maybe it was last second. Maybe it wasn't. But how do you know? Explain that.
It actually wouldn't make sense if he didn't know it could do that. Actually, but I mean, maybe he didn't know that the tentacle it would be able to be that easy for him to do it. But he probably knew that feature existed on the suit.
Yeah, remember in Homecoming where his one suit told him many possibilities? You never know. Maybe he took a look at him. He did his homework. Ironically, what Doc Ock said. You did your homework, Peter.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's a good connection. Okay. Raylo, I guess.
Getting absolutely destroyed by him. So he inevitably catches him by using his own tentacles because they pretty much have the whole nanotechnology from the Iron Spider suit. And yeah, he basically takes him back to Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange basically tells him we gotta track down each and every one of these.
Pretty sure Doctor Strange, he didn't go to Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange teleported both of them to him. You know what? I think there actually might be a plot hole here, in that, like, right before he did that, the Green Goblin was, like, throwing pumpkin bombs off the roof. And Peter never said, hey, I should go back there to stop that, or something like that.
Yeah.
And actually, I think that's a plot hole there, but...
He's just called him the green guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't... whatever.
I will point out that, like, Peter actually would have died from Doc Ock if it wasn't for the nanotech's armor protecting him.
And if he didn't know how to use it...
It did the automatic protect. It protects automatically what body part's about to be threatened. So that's kind of... like, Tony programmed his nanotech technology to actually protect him even when it's a life-threatening situation.
Huh. So, you know, I never thought about it, but Tony was still protecting him even after death, in a way. It's cute, but that's not cute to them, Iron Cook Jr., so we can't point this out to them.
And one thing I would mention, like Doc Ock had control of that entire fight. Like,
yeah,
he was the one that, like, because with, like, Peter also had a bunch of arms, but they weren't as large and big like Doc Ock's. Like, he was able to throw cars at him. He's basically testing his spider senses. Like, he was throwing so much shit at him. It's like he was facing 4 guys at once. But like those 4 guys were like rhinos. That's why Doc Ock is such a threatening villain, because he's unpredictable.
Right, so, you're right.
Doc Ock, good villain, good Spider-Man villain.
Guys or whatever, and send them back to the multiverse. So the next one on their list is Electro.
Wait, can you go back a few seconds?
He basically takes him back to Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange basically tells him that, hey, we got to track down each and every one of these guys or whatever, and send them back to the multiverse.
Whatever.
So the next one on their list is
Father,
Electro.
please.
Whatever, we just gotta get these guys. Whatever.
That's how he said it. I like how he doesn't address the fact at all that Doctor Strange does basically point out what he pointed out, that his wish made a mistake and might have risked the multiverse. Doesn't point that out at all. But
because I'm making him look like an idiot.
Yeah.
So
he doesn't need to. He can't look like one, Fanboy. That's not how it works. Okay,
which, obviously this man could
how many times have we seen these shots?
I know, like, God. Oh my God, the pumpkin bomb is so fucking cool.
That's true, but this video feels like Groundhog Day. We've seen like these trailers shot so many times.
This man could not even do anything to stop
Father, please. We're like halfway through the video, and he's not even done with like the first act of the movie yet. So I'm kind of confused. Like, he's like explaining the movie very slowly. I don't know how it's only 12 minutes long. Does he stop explaining it at some point?
Well, I will like, oh man, this movie's too trash, man. I'm done. Review over 10 minutes. Oh man, can't wait for this ad.
Maybe you'll be like, oh, and here's where Toby and Andrew get in the movie, and now the movie's good. Anyway, goodbye.
Obviously, this man could not even do anything to stop Electro. In fact, we needed the assistance of Sandman. Not even do.
Okay, wait, go back like 10 seconds.
Just is Electro, and send them back to the multiverse. So the next one on their list is Electro, which, obviously this man could not even do anything to stop Electro. In fact, we needed the assistance of Sandman to capture this guy.
Father, please.
Father,
please. Well, remember...
This is a bad point. I don't get it.
Well, that's why Doctor Strange gave him the suit to capture him, right? But if I remember correctly, it is important to note that Peter was able to beat Electro through his intelligence of being able to coordinate with Sandman's tornado attack, but... I like that. Like I like I get the impression, right, when he says this guy couldn't do a thing to Electro. He's just like jerking himself off. Tom Holland. So weak and pathetic.
Tom Holland thinks he can go against these villains, the ones that were in my favorite franchises.
So weak. You're so weak and pathetic, Tom.
You think you
Can't
can go
do
against the big?
anything, Tom.
You want to go against the big boys, Tom Holland? You want to go against the?
You're nothing to Toby, Tom.
You want to go against the big boys? You're not ready. You need another 100 years, boy.
Go back to Iron Man school.
Go back to the Iron Man Mysterio villain.
Go back to wearing the Iron Man helmet, because he was the kid in Iron Man 2. That like.
I think this is how you do a superhero movie with so many villains. Like, this is the best way to do it.
Yeah, because all of them have like a role to play in the movie, but the Green Goblin's like the villain of the movie. It's focused, unlike The Amazing Spider-Man 2, for example, which isn't focused at all. And even more than Spider-Man 3, which wasn't really focused on one central villain. Yeah, like I'm not even trying to explain The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but it was like, okay, Electro the villain now, and then now it's the Green Goblin. Well, no, it's actually okay, now we have romance plot, now we have spy plot, now we have Aunt May plot, now we have Electro plot, now we have Harry Osborn plot, now we have sequel bait plot.
Yeah, with
now
this
we
movie,
have Electro plot.
but in this movie, like, everyone is the villain, and we know for a fact, like, the main villain star role goes to the Green Goblin.
Yeah. Spider-Man 3 did it better than The Amazing Spider-Man 2, is that, like, it had a central theme of revenge, and every story, like, led into the finale and, like, connected in a clever way. But this movie does it better than either two of them, by having Green Goblin be the central villain, but each other villain still have a role. Anyway, yeah, Raylo, I guess.
Sandman and Electro were captured. The Lizard was already captured by Doctor Strange. I guess like he just saw him roaming the streets somewhere in New York City.
I'm pretty sure it explains that. The movie explains it. I don't remember the explanation exactly.
He said he found him in the sewer, I believe.
Yeah, that makes sense, and it makes enough sense.
And I guess that's when Doctor Strange realized, oh fuck, we're dead. Multiverse is over. I don't know how a giant lizard made him think that, but I guess.
Well, I don't think he came to. I don't think that made him go to. Oh fuck, we're all dead now.
Yeah, giant lizards.
It's the end of the world.
Next, like giant man bats are coming.
Oh, the man bat, like Batman, but Raylo, I guess.
So, we have a good sum of villains that are already captured, and we get to Norman Osborn, and he pretty much goes to Aunt May, like, looking for help. He's, basically kind of half Osborn, half Green Goblin, and the Osborn half of him is, like, seeking help for him to get fixed and stuff like that, because, he's afraid of himself, essentially.
Father,
like, basically, kind of like...
I mean, the Green Goblin half is like using this as a scheme. Like he's letting this happen. Basically, it's just important to note.
Yeah, because he even said, "I'm watching through the eyes of the coward."
True. Yeah. True.
So definitely the Green Goblin sat that one out for a while.
Yeah.
Like the films of Tobey Maguire.
And he skipped over like him breaking the suit and whatever.
Yeah, but
pretty much saving them instead of leaving them
heckling
to go back to their worlds or whatever.
Wait, go back a few seconds.
Listen, man, this is
heckling.
Yeah, you go back a few seconds. You'll see.
Kind of like the films of Tobey Maguire. And Aunt May
what's
is
like the films?
Heckling Peter into pretty much saving them instead of leaving them to go back to their
Father,
worlds
please.
or whatever.
You don't know what heckling means either. Hold on. Let me look it up real quick just to be safe. Heckling, a public speaker with derisive or aggressive comments or abuse. Aunt May wasn't being aggressive towards him. she was telling him, "You know, this is the right thing to do." That's not what heckling means.
It's comfort. It was more like comfort.
It was more like, I don't know. It was more just like a normal conversation. Like, I don't know.
Like, yeah, that she was saying basically follow what you believe in.
Yeah, like...
Not what others believe in.
A better word would be like inspiring Peter, maybe? Or, I don't know, not heckling. Or reminding Peter, even. Heckling, okay. Peter, this letting people die is a bad joke. Get off the stage. Oh. Alright. I thought he was saying Norman Osborn was heckling Peter, which would have been funnier.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rayla.
Yeah, like, oh my god. Stop heckling me, Norman.
Get off the stage, Peter.
Peter. It's suffocating you, you see? These videos.
Your jokes. Your jokes are suffocating.
He's just like, listen, man, this is my fault. I'm just gonna send them back to the worlds. That's the best thing I can do for them. And Aunt May is not having. It's like, no, you need to help them more. This and that. And then so when he goes back to Doctor Strange's lair.
Father, please.
The way he said that.
What a very juvenile accounting of great power equals great responsibility. Fuck you. Okay, can we go back and hear the thing exactly? The quote he said, the way he described it exactly?
Let's hear, yeah. Let's hear
for them. And Aunt May is not having. It's like, no, you need to help them more. This and that. And then so when he goes back to
Father,
Doctor Strange's lair.
How can you talk about this is the worst Spider-Man ever? And then when Aunt May is telling him that it's his responsibility to do the right thing and make sure these people are alive, even if it sacrifices him a little bit. How can you be like, hey, what? Yeah, she said help him out. Did how to do this and that. No, fuck you. Get off the stage.
Boo! You stink.
I'm throwing a tomato.
And then so when he goes back to Doctor Strange's lair.
That's what we'll title the video, heckling whatever his name is.
Revealed that, hey, they die when they encounter Spider-Man. So he's like, wait a minute, have a heart, Strange. Because on the back if they're gonna die fighting Spider-Man, this and that. And he basically steals the cube that Doctor Strange was using, and they have a whole fight sequence and stuff. And
what's the problem?
It's like, bro, what are you doing? Not only is this all...
What are you doing?
It's all your fault, but you're fighting Doctor Strange over something that you caused. It makes no sense.
That doesn't matter. That has nothing to what?
That had nothing to do with the fight. That had nothing to do with that fight. That had nothing to do with the causing. It had something to do with sending them back to die. So they think that Peter is so selfish that he just wanted them to stay in the universe. They think so little of him.
It doesn't matter that if he caused it or not. It's the point is we shouldn't let these people die. That's wrong. It doesn't matter. I'm just thinking about a Sonic song. It doesn't matter now. Man, do I wish I was listening to that instead of this. But okay.
And he has no responsibility. This whole entire film, this dude is a menace.
No!
Right?
No responsibility.
He said menace.
No responsibility.
He said menace. He literally, we are literally predicting what he's saying.
No responsibility.
I swear to God, I said the same thing not long ago.
It's your fault, but you're fighting Doctor Strange over something that you caused. It makes no sense. Again, he has no responsibility. This whole entire film, this dude is a menace, right? J. Jonah Jameson is correct.
Oh, you did predict it! You did! Okay. Okay, I've never been this.
He's a fucking menace.
I've never. A video has never done this to me before. Okay, this is all right. So
They really are. Yeah, definitely No Way Home haters are the worst of the worst. This is as worse as it comes. Like, I thought someone defending The Last Jedi was dumb. But but somebody talking shit about, but someone talking shit about a really good movie, it's hard.
That's Einstein to this shit, fanboy. I wouldn't even think about it. I would make TLJ's great videos over being anything like this guy.
This fucking loser.
Okay, here's the point, right? Spider-Man doesn't want people to die, so he's irresponsible because he caused the situation that put the people in the situation where they might die. And because he doesn't want them to die, that means he's irresponsible and a menace. What the fuck is happening?
Called it.
What the fuck is going on?
Literally, I think
am I being pranked right now?
This is like all the check marks, like triple the time.
Is this like your friend or something? Like, did you make? Because you found the video. Are you pranking me right now? Are there cameras hidden in the closet?
Double the money. What was the Spider-Man 3 quote?
Is this, I want the staff job, double the money.
Yeah, I want the staff job, double the money.
Yeah, you too. I want the fucking staff job after this.
Double the money. Because we're gonna need it. Yeah, double the money, because look at this shit.
Double the money we don't get. It would be appreciated, YouTube. Oh, okay.
Oh my lord. This hurts my brain. These are the guys who get this amount of views. Maybe if you know what? Let's put the title as No Way Home Does Suck, and we're gonna get this many views. Hopefully we get some good commenters.
Our title will be something like...
We just got a clickbait now. That's YouTube.
Our brain... Yeah, we do. Well, not too far, but... Our brain cell genocide, to No Way Home hecklers, or something like that. I don't know. Something about brain cell destruction has to be in here now.
Specific, Spider-Man version.
Pumpkin bomb
this
to our brain
Spider-Man is a menace. No, like for real. He's put so many lives in danger for his reckless actions for no reason. Literally, bro.
No, Roger, what the fuck? No reason. What do you pointed out the reason earlier? I gave him like some praise for actually understanding the plot too at that point. What the fuck?
I get the plot, but I don't get the point.
He also, I'm assuming he's saying plural, right? Spider-Man threatens other people's lives, plural. I'm assuming he's referencing the Mysterio thing in Far From Home, but he hasn't even mentioned that. So I don't know what he's talking about. Also, I'm sure if we look at it, examine it, the Raimi Spider-Man and Andrew Spider-Man probably made mistakes that ended up with people... Oh, here's one. Tobey Maguire never told Harry about the Green Goblin or what happened to him, before Spider-Man 2 or after Spider-Man 2. Yeah, exactly. And that led to him being the Green Goblin and I guess the new Goblin. I mean, and that happened. Actually, Andrew Spider-Man fucking didn't give Harry the blood or whatever, and just I can't do that, bye, and jumped out the window, and Harry was like, you're a fraud, Spider-Man. And that killed Gwen, so I don't... Okay, I'm probably getting off point.
You're a fraud, Menace. You're a fraud.
You're a fraud, Spider-Man. That's the title of the video.
Jesus. So anyway, he basically traps.
Wait.
Doctor Strange in the Grand Canyon. And
please.
just
I like how there was a long pause between. So he basically traps Doctor Strange in the Grand Canyon. His
Yeah.
brain had to take a second to register the information. What's a Grand Canyon? Hold on. Oh, okay. I he
He makes
somehow
no sense.
we're actually like 3/4 through the video. That's actually surprising to me, but okay. I want to say something, but I don't even know what to say anymore. So I guess Raylo. Again, it's the same shot. We've seen this shot like 5 times,
Basically,
and
just
always it's been us. This shot has
first
been
off, they're
us
like,
each
hey,
time.
let's try and save these guys. Or
That
whatever.
shot has
So,
also
he
been
tries
us.
to come up with solutions to their
Save these
problems and
guys.
how to nullify their powers when they go back to their own worlds. They won't have to worry about being killed by Spider-Man. And then once it's Green Goblin's turn to get cured, he's like, "Did you really think I would let you do that? Like, take away my power? What is wrong with you?" So he basically goes ape, and he brings up an interesting point where it's like, wait a minute, why do we have to be cured? These aren't curses, these are gifts. And why do we have to be cured when you have your powers? So automatically the villains is like, wait a minute, this dude is right.
Because you don't have the responsibility, and the power you have is affecting the way you think.
True. I don't remember him saying.
Ironically, if you're nothing without these powers, then you shouldn't have them at all.
Exactly. Actually, that's really well applicated. I'm not even sure if that was a word I just said, but the Green Goblin. I don't think he actually said the why do you get to keep your powers and we don't. I don't remember that part in the film, but everything else is right. He said.
Yeah, but again, like I said.
But you're right, fanboy. You're right, fanboy. You're right. I'm not actually.
Because Peter doesn't really need his powers. As a matter of fact, I'm glad. I think he wouldn't even speck an inch if he wanted to get rid of his powers. But he wouldn't because Spidey's here because Spidey's needed.
Exactly. That's from Spectacular. I remember that. I love that. It's iconic. Well, iconic Spider-Man shit. Anyway, Raylo, I guess.
So, they basically all turn on Peter for the most part, except Otto Octavius, which pretty much like is an ally for the whole film. So,
Father, please.
It tells you a lot about his character, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It tells you that yes, they can be cured. So
exactly. I keep making sounds with my water bottle. Sorry about that, but yeah, he forgot to mention Doc Ock being cured and like being back to his normal self. He forgot to mention that part. It's fairly important, but okay, I guess.
Okay, it's an okay. It's not for him. It's not very okay, but
what movies
okay?
What movies do we like? I wonder. I'm assuming he's like a Raimi Dick writer because pretty much all of them are.
Yeah, fucking ridiculous.
Sinister 5 to me.
What do you mean?
And so
what do you mean to you? It is a Sinister
Green Goblin
5.
are basically fighting, and ultimately ends up in Aunt May's death. And she says the famous line, "With great power comes great responsibility," which means absolutely nothing coming from her, because granted that she was the one egging Peter on.
No. Okay. So. She actually said with great power, there must always be great responsibility. Like, it was a little bit different because that's how it was written in the original comic. Not the point, though. The point is, she said that. What she was saying to Peter when she died is, yeah, I'm dying, and yeah, this might be going bad, but it was still the right thing to do. You still did the right thing. You still did the responsible thing by not letting these people die. That's why she was saying that. But this fucking idiot is like, wait, great power is great responsibility, but helping these people killed you, dumbass. What you do? What you thinking, bitch? I can't. What? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. It's basically, like Uncle Ben died because he wasn't being responsible. Aunt May died because he was being responsible. Similar to the PS4 game. Spoiler alert. It's like that. Fanboy, are you there? I need help. Don't leave me.
The PS4 game, it's like that, you said?
Well, it's similar because basically Uncle Ben died because he wasn't being responsible. Aunt May died because he was being responsible.
All right, well,
it's like that.
It's almost the same story with Uncle Ben. I mean,
yeah,
I think
they need to hear it each time. They need to see it each time too.
Yeah, Tom Holland didn't get that though. He got Aunt May, which was still great. It was still great, and you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It taught. And she was right. It was the right thing to do because it worked.
Well, Spider-Man. It was the right. It was no. It wasn't the right thing to do because it worked. Although it did work. It did work actually with the villains, but it was the right thing to do because it was the right thing to do because it would help lives even if it sacrifices yourself basically. Like, never mind.
So encapsulated in the whole.
They're drooling in the mouth when you said that.
Brain mush.
Limelight and clout of being the parent of Spider-Man.
Wait,
like
back it up. Back it up.
Whoa.
So encapsulated
Limelight.
being Peter on.
I don't know, man.
Granted that she was the one egging Peter on to be Spider-Man and was so encapsulated in the whole limelight and clout of being the parent of Spider-Man.
What?
He's saying like Aunt May.
How do you know that?
That is not where I thought this was going.
What the fuck?
Is he saying
what
Aunt
random ass bullshit?
Aunt May, you were okay with getting the fame from being Spider-Man's mom or whatever. So you deserve to die, bitch, or something. This line is hollow from you, bitch.
That's funny because remember when Peter said when Aunt May figured out he was Spider-Man, she basically was very upset, very he had to convince her that what he was doing was good.
Again, we should have seen that, but that's not really this movie's problem.
That was more like Far From Home, but
right, or even just I don't know, a clip or something at least, like a Disney
also,
Plus.
They at least they told you in quick detail.
True. That again, it's interesting because one-off lines of dialogue like that can help us understand a film a lot more, even if we don't think anything of it when we're watching it.
Yeah, it could help a film or a character.
Yeah, or do the opposite and make films not make sense just from one line. The Rise of Skywalker probably has examples of that.
Be clever
somehow
and careful what your characters say.
Yeah, true. Okay, I don't pull it back 5 seconds or something. I'm not prepared for this, Fanboy.
To be Spider-Man and was so encapsulated in the whole limelight and clout of being the parent of Spider-Man. Doesn't really seem like she knew anything about responsibility to me, but it is what it is.
Father, please. Okay. So is he saying that because I don't remember what it was exactly, but in Far From Home, Spider-Man was at the feast center or something, with Aunt May. Is he? I don't think the world knew she was Spider-Man's mom in Far From Home, right? And in No Way Home, it definitely wasn't a good thing. She definitely wasn't happy with it. She definitely wasn't happy with the attention from that, and it wasn't good attention either. The detective told her that you're seen as you were what he said, egging him on to be Spider-Man apparently. And Like she's not seen in a good light, and she doesn't want. She doesn't. There's no scene where she's like, "Yeah, I'm Spider-Man's mom. Everybody, look, y'all."
Big nose.
What are you talking? What are you, big nose as in lie? What are you talking about? Look at Doctor Strange's face. That's us right now.
That's us. That's us with just this entire video.
I didn't expect it would be this bad, to be honest. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's so shit.
God, Jesus, wow.
And so yeah, they try and treat Aunt May as his Uncle Ben, I guess, but it won't work because he still won't even know what responsibility is, because towards the end he tries to kill Green Goblin as if that's gonna solve anything.
No, I can't do it. I can't take this shit no more. No, I give up. I'm done. I'm leaving. Bye.
Alright, this is a good time to read the comments. Why wasn't Flash Thompson rejected from MIT after literally writing a book saying he is Peter's best friend? Yet MJ and Ned were rejected for the exact reason. What?
Alright, I returned. What did I miss? Why wasn't Flash
reading this dumb comment?
Okay, why wasn't Flash Thompson rejected from MIT after literally writing a book saying he's Peter's best friend? Yet MJ and Ned rejected for that exact reason. What?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because I'll tell you why. Probably because his book was probably a fucking joke, and no one actually read it besides him.
Yeah, I mean, no one tells us that anyone actually believes the book, but I think it is a bestseller, though. I don't know. This might be a fair enough point, but the thing is, though, is I feel like it's in a gray area because Flash was he wrote that book,
More
but
plot holes.
Everyone's watching Peter's life, and Flash never hangs around Peter, but MJ and Ned obviously do. So Flash is never gonna be Flash is never gonna actually get any news attention. He's just gonna have his made-up stories. So
yeah,
I feel
plot hole. That's a plot hole.
I could understand saying it's a plot hole, a very, very minor one, mind you, but I could also say that it isn't. Like, there's room. It's gray, but
another plot hole said
wait,
dumbass
Toby
guy here.
saves him
Another
from doing
dumbass
that.
guy.
Which, by the way, I haven't even talked about how they introduced the characters.
Wait,
as if that's gonna solve
The
anything.
Green Goblin fight.
Yeah, to address it. So he said, Jesus Christ. Okay. Stop. Deep breath. Alright. So, her saying great power equals great responsibility is useless because Peter never learns responsibility because he tried to murder Green Goblin at the end of the movie. So, I thought letting the villains die was a good thing. You said he was stupid for fighting over that with Strange, and all the other people say that's stupid too. Now, to be fair, your reasoning wasn't he should let the villains die. It's that this is your fault, which isn't relevant. Your point's somehow dumber, but whatever. Anyway, and then second of all, he doesn't actually kill Green Goblin, even after he stabs Tobey Maguire, because he realizes it's not the responsible thing to do. That scene in Spider-Man 3 where Peter talks to Aunt May about revenge sums it up pretty well, that it's not our place to decide who lives and dies, and, Tobey reminds him of that. He doesn't actually kill Green Goblin. And third of all, even then, even if he did kill Green Goblin, he still took the responsibility to not just press the button that kills them all, not all of them, but that kills the villains. He still made sure to put the effort and risk his life to save the villains, including Green Goblin at the end. But even if he did kill Green Goblin, he took the responsibility to save the other villains anyway. Fuck you. And then that's not even mentioning the ending. Surely I don't have to remind you what the ending was again. Surely I don't.
Fucking good.
I can't do it, man. I can't take this shit no more.
Until Toby saves him from doing that. Which, by the way, I haven't even talked about how they introduced the characters.
Toby.
So
yeah, you haven't mentioned that because this
basically,
is a shit plot
Ned
summary.
is worried for Peter because he's doing his own thing and he hasn't come back at a specific time. So they're wondering
Father,
if
please.
he's even alive or not.
I love this. Like, he starts talking about the finale, like, oh, wait a minute. I have to go back. Wait, I'm out of place. I have to go back to explain in the middle of the movie. I like that. Very confident.
The 30-minute mark. Until 30 minutes till the end.
Very good script, right? Oh, yeah.
And
you're right.
During this
3
time,
minutes.
Peter stole the Doctor
left.
Strange's ring and he gave it to Ned. And Ned figures out that he can
Wasn't it
summon
Doctor Strange's ring, or
Strange's
maybe
portals to a different dimension, and he starts to attempt to get Peter back, but he ends up just, bringing the two Peters from different worlds and stuff like that, and that's how they get entered into the fray.
Wait, no.
We get a lot of cool
Father, please. Okay, sorry, small thing. I know the Father, please is the code, but when we start talking, it would be best to try to pause anyway. But whatever. On to the point. No, the Peters say they were looking for Tom Holland anyway. They were actually in the world already, and they knew what happened to Aunt May already. They pretty much knew, like, what the choice he made was already, I believe. I will say it would have been cool to see that, but that's whatever. Anyway, the point is, he didn't bring them from their world. That's not what happened. Pay attention to the movie. Or their worlds, I mean. Okay. Like... again, that's us. Peter is us right now. Again.
between the three Spider-Man and, a couple of jokes, couple of memes. Like, like I said, everything good about this film comes from nostalgia and just the fact that there's three Spider-Mans in one film. That's literally it. That's the whole gimmick behind this entire film. Everything else from a plot standpoint...
Father, please. If that was the gimmick behind the film, then why weren't they in the marketing then? That's a bit... like a bit of a contradiction, but... Okay. He, said... And then they start doing jokes with the three Spider-Man. So this movie is dog shit. The only thing it has going is fan service. Like, in that scene... I don't know. Like, I wouldn't say there were memes. I don't know. He doesn't know what meme is either. He thinks a meme is just a joke. Because there's no meme. The scene where the two Spider-Man get into Ned's house, there's no memes in there except, I guess, the Spider-Man being there in general will be like a meme. They're like, oh, it's Tobey Maguire. But no, there's no meme. Okay, you're stupid. You don't understand words, but... Anyway, in that scene, it's just, the jokes are just, very casual. I don't know, Tobey Maguire just comes in, and, I don't know, I think the lady says he's handsome or whatever. He's like, oh, thank you. And, sorry for waking you up or something like that. It's very casual stuff. I don't even get, what's the problem? By the way, if you wanted to make this trifecta a square, which I don't know what the word would be for that, their fourth favorite talking point against this movie is the fucking cringy humor. And I don't know, just get over it. It's not a big deal. It'll be okay. Yeah, I guess that's it. What do you think, Fanboy?
I really want to know what I think. Dude, this reminds me of just the symbiote scene where you just want to get the symbiote off.
Yeah.
That's what I've been thinking. I'm just fucking just on the bell.
We haven't even got to the comments yet, Fanboy, and that was supposed to be the main course.
And it doesn't even matter.
It's just pause the recording. Goddamn.
May died because
it's
he's still
just
not gonna have
bad.
great
I need a
responsibility. You
break.
know why? It's because MJ's still alive.
Go back like 30 seconds or something. We missed words.
The 3 Spider-Man and, a couple of jokes, couple of memes. Like, like I said, everything good about this film comes from nostalgia and just the fact that there's 3 Spider-Mans in one film. That's literally it. That's the whole gimmick behind this entire film. Everything else from a plot standpoint, it's just bad, bro. It's bad. It doesn't even matter that his Aunt May died, because he's still not going to have great responsibility. You want to know why? It's because MJ's still alive.
Wow.
So basically towards the end, and I'm skipping because...
What?
Bro, there's just
what?
This plot is
Father,
trash.
please.
Basically, when everybody saves the day...
No. Aunt May's death doesn't matter because Peter will still won't have responsibility because Mary Jane is alive. Also, I like how he was like, so in this plot is trash, and he just injected that into his sentence randomly. I like that. Very good. This is why you should write a script, but fuck that. Who does that? Fanboy, we wrote a script for that meme thing we did with the Spider-Man 1 scene, the Max Fail thing. Probably not a good script even, but like I did redrafts of that shit. I think like 3 at least. Not hard. Okay. Right. Well, I guess.
Dude, I love the pause and then just you going, we really are dying inside. Like, I need a second to process everything.
Yeah, you know what? It's always nice to just take a moment to relax and take a break.
I need to breathe.
Yeah, let's just take a second, everybody. You too, viewers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, all 3 Spider-Mans the other day, blah, blah, this and that. Peter, from this world, makes it so that the whole world does not know that he's Peter Parker, including all his friends and...
Hey, Father, please. Does it address the fact that he didn't kill Green Goblin? Doesn't address that.
Oh yeah, good point.
Or any of the other substance in the final battle, but...
Mary Jane,
all right.
Watson, or cool, whatever her name is. I don't know.
Oh, what the fuck?
whatever her fucking name is.
Watson Jones.
But MJ forgets him, and so they have this weird moment where it's like, "Oh, I don't want to forget you," all this and that. So that happens, and we go to the end of the movie, and he meets up with MJ, and obviously, surprise, doesn't know him at all, and he's trying to, I guess, like
Father,
make her remember who he is.
What's this surprise shit? What did you think? What did you think that the filmmakers thought that it would be a plot twist that she doesn't remember it? Like, imagine. Okay, imagine in the cafe where like Peter sees them again, and this guy reading a newspaper or something, and just looks at Peter. No shit, she doesn't remember you. What, did you forget or something, dumbass? Fucking dumb kid, at it again. Oh my god, I can't do it. Again, by the way, how, in the name of God, he isn't going to say that this is accepting responsibility? How does he, how do you do it? I
don't know. No one knows, sheep. You know what? No one knows how you can do it. Wanna know why? Because this is stupid. By far. This is not the. I don't even know. This ain't the dumbest. I don't know.
I think it might be. It might be.
Or whatever, and that's basically how the movie ends. And I'm not even going to talk about the end credits, but yeah, the film is very inconsistent. It has a lot of really stupid plots, and Peter is still an idiot.
Father, please. You don't know what inconsistent means either.
Inconsistent, stupid plot, and Peter is an idiot.
You can't just say the word inconsistent What do you mean inconsistent? Look, Doc Ock's face is our face. What do you mean inconsistent? That could mean any fucking thing. Inconsistent tonally, inconsistent character decisions. What do you mean?
Inconsistent in general.
And oh my. Doc Ock. Everyone just look at Doc Ock right now.
Yeah.
Third film, and he's still dumb. So this is a problem, clearly.
He's still dumb.
What you think about this? Because this review was way too long. I spent way too much time
long?
on the plot, but
I mean, it's not long enough.
Okay, it's a cash grab for nostalgia.
Our video is pretty fucking long.
Solely dependent on the fandom.
What?
So
what?
Like, oh, that's Doc Ock from the Raimi series. Oh, hey, that's Electro from Andrew Garfield's version. It's just like that's all it is. It's just like
oh my lord,
the fandom to geek out about. But if you're talking about like the film, it was underwhelming and very, very boring. So yeah. I mean, what you think about
boring?
this?
You didn't justify that. You didn't justify how it was boring. You never explained that at all.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Okay, I'm getting too much into it. I probably sound cringy. All right, now for the main event. If there's anything dumber than a dumb video, it's a dumb comment section.
If I could have watched that guy's video game, I would fall asleep in it.
Wilder Ness Wolf's comment, though, was actually smarter than anything he said in his video. I have to be fair, but... Alright, Gabriel says, not to mention how stupid the director were by hyper-nerfing Strange to length of making Parker beat him in his own domain thing, and also having Ned to suddenly learn how to open portals. So there were no commas in that sentence, so I almost ran out of breath, but... Okay, not to mention how stupid the director were by hyper-nerfing Strange to length of making Parker beat him in his own domain. So there was actually... So I haven't watched Doctor Strange, so I don't know the exact rules of the mirror dimension.
The mirror dimension is... Think of a world... think of a dimension where you can control, but, it defies all logic.
Yeah.
But with logic... But, I guess, in a way, it's pretty... If you were smart enough, you can actually use the mirror dimension to your advantage. Strange does control it, but...
Yeah, Peters notices that it's all geometry, I believe, is what he said.
Because the mirror dimension... the mirror dimension has a pattern. Like, when it splits... Like, the train parts, when they split, they all became a circle, basically.
Exactly. Well said. And that makes sense to him because he's good at geometry and I'm not, but not the point. So yeah, it makes sense that you're able to do that because he's intelligent and competent. That's that. Yeah, MJ. Wait, that's the wrong one. Also having Ned to suddenly learn how to open portals. So again, I haven't watched Doctor Strange, but I believe that's because I don't know. He had the magic midi-chlorians or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
No, it's not midi-chlorian based. Anyone can open a portal as long as they have the ring.
Oh, then it's actually a lot simpler than I thought.
Though it does take some practice, but I get Ned's a natural at it. Which anybody there has been people in Doctor Strange that has been a natural at it. Strange wasn't a natural at it because he wasn't believing in his own abilities to do it.
Oh, but Ned would have no reason not to believe in the magic and he also really wants to see Peter too, so yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, because in Doctor Strange, basically the hint that made Doctor Strange learn how to open the portal was basically tell the portal where you want to go. That's basically what they said, and Ned was like, find Peter, and that's what he wanted, and the portal did it.
Yeah, so goodbye, Gabriel. DYK, I'm winning. It's annoying that the plot revolves around getting into MIT. Jesus. In addition, that Doctor Strange didn't explain what the spell does ahead of time.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
will
think he
say.
did. Sorry. I. No, you go ahead.
Um, I think, yeah, like you said, I think he did explain. Like, it should be a fairly simple spell. Forget, that he's Spider-Man, right? Forget that there's Spider-Man. Like Doctor Strange. To be in fairness, he didn't think Peter would second guess that, like his girlfriend wanted to know, like, because Doctor Strange would
Yeah.
be like, well, if he's saying it, then he's really committed to it.
True, true. Let me finish it off real quick. Strange could have asked question. Oh wait. In addition, there's Strange can explain what the spell does ahead of time. Strange could have asked questions or made sure they're on the same page before starting. Then they're on the same page before starting. Sorry. Then Doctor Strange lectures Peter. Bo, you're the wizard. It's your job to establish it ahead of time. So Doctor Strange did explain what the spell does, but you, Mr. Winning or Miss Winning, you are completely true that Doctor Strange could have asked questions. They're on the same page. Like you're completely true there. This is more on him than it is Peter. And these people don't actually get that. In fact, I'm surprised the person who made this video hearted your comment. Because he doesn't put it on Strange either. He says it's all Peter's fault and he risked the multiverse. So it's funny. He hearted your comment, even though it's the opposite of what he said. I like that, but
Yeah, I wonder if I put. Man, you're absolutely right. And then just like disprove his point, and then he still hearts it because I said he was right.
you could try it, I guess. Now, here's the thing that
Oh, I
annoys
still
me.
enjoyed the movie, but not as much I thought it would. It definitely was overhyped. Shut up, Jazzy.
Oh, well, that doesn't really mean anything. He's just saying his own opinion. He's not making a point at all. But so whatever
Yeah,
on that
overhyped.
comment. Well, actually, we can have a conversation about that in a second, but we're not done with this comment yet. It's annoying that the plot revolves around getting into MIT. Why? Why? A lot of Spider-Man pretty much all Spider-Man stories are Peter worrying about like his normal life. Like remember Spider-Man 2? In that the conflict was like he was struggling to get good grades in school and like struggling to meet up with his friends.
Yeah.
Like what does the conflict need to be for you?
You're struggling.
Yeah. Why can't that's like the most Spider-Man thing like you can imagine is him worrying about struggling getting into MIT, right? Why? What's the problem?
He's
Does it need
struggling
to
on
be
everything.
true? But why is it annoying that the plot revolves around getting into MIT? Why is that? Why is that annoying? Explain yourself. You're losing right now. Now, on to Jazzy, about the overhyped thing. So, when you say it was overhyped, are you saying it was wrong for all of us to get overhyped about the movie? Because to get hyped about the movie? Because you're not even saying the movie was overrated, even though that actually is what you're saying. Like, that's what you mean. You're saying it was overhyped. So, like, but why? Why is it wrong for us to be hyped about the movie? Why? Why can't we be... What? What's the problem? What? Why are you trying to take that away? Can't we just enjoy... You know, like, things are horrible right now. COVID's happening. All kinds of shit is happening. Can't we just be hyped about a movie? What's wrong with that?
Overhyped.
Fuck you, Jazzy.
Overhyped.
Fuck you.
I enjoyed the
Jazzy.
movie. I enjoyed the movie, but it was overhyped. Wait, what?
I agree with Fanboy. You're a degenerate, Jazzy. Anyway. That's a joke. Degenerate is a bit far. Blur. Wait, are we still on the Jazzy comment?
Nah.
Okay, blurred out. Agree. Nostalgia was the only reason I personally liked the movie. What I mean is, period. If it weren't for Toby and Andrew, Toby doesn't have capitalization in his name, but Andrew does. and all the villains from both past franchises, I probably wouldn't be as interested, because Tom's Spider-Man always felt lacking. Explain why you're wrong. And I'm not even coming at the actor. And I'm not even coming at the actor.
I'm coming
I guess he's saying I'm not even coming at the actor, but it's just the way he's written. You got his age right in the beginning, web shooters, but you fuck up his origin story. Uncle Ben is non-existent. He has to get help in every movie. Okay, I'm not sure if we should talk about this yet.
I don't know how that's bad. It's not a bad adaptation of him. Are you talking about the adaptation?
That's true. Hold on. We'll wait a second before getting into this. And the one time we actually see him develop a sense as in since that happened, not sense as in common sense. Good job. Develop a sense of responsibility, and the one time we actually see him develop a sense of responsibility and being independent as Spider-Man is after the end of the trilogy, when it should have happened and developed on that mindset after Uncle Ben died. But then again, no Uncle Ben in MCU, so the foundation of why Peter became Spider-Man was already gone. So I feel like there's a lot we could talk about here. The first thing I want to say is, why does this need to be a good adaptation anyway to be a good movie? Like, I guess maybe you're just saying that I didn't like it because I thought it wasn't a good adaptation. But, like, for one, it could still be a good story and still actually be... I feel like it could still be a faithful, like, adaptation to what it means to be Spider-Man, even if the origin story was different. But that... other than that, always felt lacking. I'm not even coming at the actors the way, right? You guys age right in the beginning. Well, I think actually every Spider-Man was like 16 or 17 in their first movie. Tom Holland is just younger. Anyway.
Tom Ballin.
Yeah, web shooter. Why are web shooters important? Like really important?
Fine. What the fuck? Whatever.
Okay,
you can ignore that one. That was stupid. That one's
he says it's right that they got web shooters. Like, it shows his intelligence, but web shooters aren't really important to, like, what Spider-Man means as a character. Like, it's not important to responsibility or being relatable to Spider-Man. So I don't really get why that's important. But you fuck up his origin story. So it never actually covers his origin story in full detail. But Far From Home, he has the Uncle Ben suitcase, and in Civil War,
that scene wasn't actually in the movie. It was only in the trailer, but wasn't it?
Oh, true. Yeah. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Infinite Retro said the bait and switch. That's what the trailers did to us. The Far From Home trailers. They gave us the bait and switch. Except what did... maybe we got baited, I guess, but what was
But who's to know that Uncle Ben didn't exist in that universe? Like,
yeah, it's not said he isn't or he does. Like in Civil War, he says, if you could have stopped bad things from happening and you don't stop it, that it happens because of you, which basically means great power equals great responsibility. But yeah,
maybe Uncle Ben did die. He just didn't have the speech with him. The great power comes great responsibility speech.
Yeah, like
which
the story...
Uncle Ben doesn't need to have that speech to have his death mean something.
Exactly. Like, that story could be canon or not. Like, we don't know. You can't say you can't say he fucked up his origin story because you don't know that. Maybe, I think there's like a Spider-Man TV show that will go about his origin story, I think. So maybe we'll know then on like Disney Plus, but for now, you don't know if it's fucked up or not. And for second, I don't see why it necessarily, like, Uncle Ben needs to say in the original Amazing Fantasy 15, Uncle Ben didn't actually say, with great power comes with great responsibility. That was like the narrator said that at the end of the story. So technically, if I used your logic... Yeah, actually, Stan Lee did say it. So if I used your logic blurred out, then like the Raimi film would be fucking up the origin story, because that's not how it was originally. Like, hypothetically, you could have a story where Uncle Ben never said that, and it could still be a good adaptation to what Spider-Man represents, and still be a good story too. So stop whining, and also you don't even know if your whining is true. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling a bit, but I'm trying to stay focused. Like, Uncle Ben is non-existent. He has to get... Now, here's the one that pisses me off. He has to get help in every movie. So, for one, Spider-Man, like in the Raimi movies and TASM movies, had to get help in every movie. In Spider-Man 1, the people on the bridge and the people on the boat needed to help him. In Spider-Man 2, we needed Doc Ock's help to destroy the machine. And he also needed the people on the train to save him. In Spider-Man 3, he needed Harry's help. And also, MJ saved him from Venom with a brick. In TASM 1, he needed, okay, I forgot the name. Gwen's dad, the police chief, I should know his name, but he needed his help to beat Lizard. In TASM 2, he needed Gwen's help to defeat Electro. So, yeah. So there's that for one. Literally every film, he needs help in every movie. And also, but more importantly, why is that a bad thing? Why? Wait a minute. In the end of Homecoming, he did that without any help at all.
Yeah, I was about to bring up the point. At the end of Far From Home.
Exactly.
Yeah, no help. That the whole point of like that is that he was the hero in that situation. It's all up to him. There is no backup. If he dies, they win.
Yeah, let me recap real quick. Homecoming. He does it with his own technology. No help at all. Well, he has Ned's help, actually, I guess. But he doesn't help him fight Vulture.
That's for where the Vulture's at.
Yeah, Spider-Man lifted the fucking building himself. Spider-Man beat Vulture and saved the airplane himself with his own technology and experience. Far From Home, Spider-Man used his own spider sense, the own suit he designed, and his own cleverness to defeat the drones. That was all him. And in No Way Home, he actually did have help in that movie. That is true here with the other Spider-Man. You know, I saw like a Reddit meme where like how people see Far From Home, and it's like all the Avengers and like in the Far From Home final battle. That's like how people see the ending of that. Not sure if I can find that, but it's literally true. It's literally true for this comment. But even if it were for one, you're wrong, and for two, why is that a bad thing? You know, in Spider-Man 3, Mary Jane literally says everyone needs help sometimes, Peter, and it's true. What's the problem with it? You need to explain that. And the one time, I mean, we already went over this, but again, the one time we see him develop a sense of responsibility and being independent as Spider-Man. So the being independent as Spider-Man is just wrong. Like, even at the end of Homecoming, he said he wanted to not be in the Avengers and just be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man independently. And also, he was independent at the end of that movie, and also he was being responsible at the end of that movie because the irresponsible thing would have been to have the date with Liz. Fuck you. Far From Home, he was taking responsibility.
Yeah, like the best thing about Homecoming, yeah, for me was that scene where when Tony Stark took the suit away from him, his life was actually looking up a bit. He finally actually got the date he wanted. Like everything was great until like he saw Vulture.
Exactly.
That's when you realize. That's probably when he realized the most, when he was like, you know what? I don't need this suit, but I'm still a hero.
Exactly. And he doesn't need the glory of being an Avenger either, which is kind of what his priority was before that point.
He wanted to, because that's when he felt like the most alive, when he was in Civil War, probably.
True.
Because he was a loser.
True. And in Far From Home, he realizes he doesn't need to live up to Iron Man's potential, but he can just be his own hero, and he learns to have more confidence in himself, and that.
Yep, the courage to fight Vulture.
Yeah, you're all so fucking stupid, man. How can you be more wrong? You couldn't be more wrong.
How do you not understand it? That's the
like
real
these
question.
movies, guys. Sorry for interrupting you, but guys, these movies, they're not that complicated. This isn't like an art film that's hard to understand. Okay.
You know, these films aren't like American Psycho, you know.
It really isn't that hard to get. Oh my god.
Oh, he's back to the fucking FNAF fucking. I accidentally fucking.
That's what
put
I
the
was
camera
thinking.
up.
That's what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking.
Top 10 noises you hear before you shit your pants.
Top 10 photos taken before disaster or whatever.
Top 10 noises you hear before disaster.
Okay. Okay. All right. What was going on? We develop a sense of responsibility and being independent as Spider-Man is after the end of the trilogy. Jesus Christ. When it should have happened and developed on that mindset after Uncle Ben died, it did, actually, because he became a Spider-Man, and that's how Tony Stark noticed him. And then again,
ridiculous.
And then again, no Uncle. Remember what he says in Civil War? Remember that? But then again, no Uncle Ben in MCU, so the foundation. You know, even if the foundation of why Peter became Spider-Man was already gone, like it was, like what if I don't know, Peter became Spider-Man because of his parents were killed in an alleyway or something different like that. If he still represented like great power equals great responsibility, I would still call that a good adaptation of Spider-Man. You know? Like, I feel like that's the important part. The details aren't the important part. Not that it needs to be a good adaptation to be a good movie anyway, but I guess that's that comment down. Don't forget
Peter didn't want to help Doctor Strange catch the other villains because they were getting ready for college. What?
I agree with you. Tom Holland, Peter Parker is a joke! Wait, no. Hold on. Forgive me. Tom Holland, Peter Parker is a joke. No space responsibility at all. Careless also. Look at one comment at a time, fanboy, please.
No, this guy's speaking some sense. He learned responsibility at the end. It's a reverse origin where we can see 2 movies of mistakes and 1 of redemption, where he sacrificed his high school friends and lost his aunt. He almost went and screwed it all at the end, but walked away because he learned that with his power comes responsibility, and he grown enough to realize he putting MJ and Ed in trouble if he tries to get them back. I don't know how hard to understand.
The fuck? Only gullible people will understand? Wow, and that's by Jules again!
We're gullible, sheep.
Alright, maybe this guy. Maybe he'll do the Discord debate.
It's not hard to understand.
Exactly.
It's just weird how he learned. It's just.
Well, he did.
Wait, what?
He did.
It isn't hard. Huh?
That's the problem with Danny Boy's comment is he's right, but he was already responsible. So
also, don't forget Peter didn't want to help Doctor Strange. That's not true.
Yeah, we need to take this one comment at a time. Go to the top. The top.
This isn't true.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Like
this isn't true. Peter helped Doctor Strange. He didn't want to kill them. Is what he didn't want to do.
Yeah. I don't believe. Maybe. I don't remember it, and I remember the movie fairly well. Maybe there's a scene where Doctor Strange, where like he learns, like Doctor Strange tells him what to do, and he's like, "Oh man, we are preparing for college" or something like that.
Yeah, that's more
I
like
don't
a gripe.
Yeah, exactly. I don't remember that happening, but maybe it happened. If he didn't actually want to do it, he wouldn't have done it. Like Doctor Strange is never like, "You better do this, kid."
Yeah, he
or
didn't force him. He didn't actually force him. Matter of fact, he acts politely after MJ said something.
Yeah, like Peter didn't need to be convinced to do it. No.
Like,
Anyway,
yeah, like of course he was gonna do it. Like,
Tom Holland, Peter Parker is joke. 2022. Why do you literally?
People understand.
Why do literally all of these comments not have terrible grammar? I don't get it. That's not hard to do either.
Anyways, only gullible people understand. It's not hard to understand. It's just weird how.
What does that mean? No. What does that mean?
I know. I don't know what that means here. I guess we're gullible.
Only gullible people will understand the plot of the movie. It's not hard
Are you
to
saying
understand.
we'll eat up anything?
I don't fucking know. What? Gullible? We're gullible?
That's not even fucking gullible. We are not gullible. That's bullshit.
Link this right now. I'll tell.
I'll tell. You're gonna tell him who's really gullible?
I'll ask Jules.
There you
Talk
go.
to
There's
us
the
on
video.
Discord. Talk to us on Discord. I'll show you who's fucking gullible. I'm saying it now.
You want to pull up your britches? Mic up. Sheep's like, mic up.
I'm typing it out now.
Alright, the next comment says, "It's not hard to understand, it's just weird how he learnt this just now, and not after Far From Home or Infinity War's ending." I don't know anything! It shouldn't have taken 3 movies, but I agree. He fucking, oh my god, he learned responsibility, like, in, like, all the movies he was in.
He did. He actually did, like, debatably after Homecoming, but probably before it. What do you mean, like responsibility? Like he already knew it before it. Like in Homecoming, he already knew great power equals great responsibility. Is that the problem? Is he didn't have enough confidence in himself without the suit, and also he cared more about being an Avenger. Like that was his priority than doing strictly the right thing. But he was still knew the right thing.
Yeah.
He still knew great power and great responsibility.
It's just that he knew great power comes great responsibility. He just didn't know the fucking, like, actual wording for it. He didn't know what the feeling was. Like, he was doing the feeling, but he didn't understand, like, he didn't know, like, the spiritual feeling.
Yeah, like, he never had to make a big sacrifice until Homecoming, or any sacrifice until Homecoming, you know?
Yeah, that's what Danny Boy was saying.
Yeah.
The 2 movies of mistake and the 1 movie of redemption.
Fuck you and your fucking redemption. Alright. Wings to redemption. Wings to redemption should kill you. Wait, you know what you're talking about on the Saints Row thing. Fuck, marry, kill, Wings of Redemption, you. I don't even remember. What's happened? What?
I don't know.
They're barking now. My
agree.
brain's dead. My brain's dead.
Good job, Danny Boy TV. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Next comment. It shouldn't have taken 3 movies long, but I agree. Why? Why do you get to declare how long a character arc should take, even if it was true? Who makes you the fucking arbiter of good character arcs?
It actually took about 6 counting. Oh my god, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Those movies were not Spider-Man.
You're an Danny Boy. Danny Boy spitting out facts. Danny Boy is spitting out facts towards these guys, and
yeah,
all they can,
comment.
All they can go is
Fuck you, exit Northeast. Alka Ali Akaram. those movies are not Spider-Man movies. That's not
What?
the point. It still affects Spider-Man's character arc, so that's not the point. You understood the point. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, my parents actually might be home now. I should probably calm down a little bit.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
Arkham.
Exactly. Doesn't matter. His development started in the Civil War. Exactly.
Thank you for fighting back, Jack Rabbit.
Oh God, the next
Spider-Man.
it just gets worse. Oh yeah, I didn't make my comment, by the way.
Hey, you want to talk on Discord about the movie? I'll show you his fucking.
And then make a comment saying, I don't know, yeah, what the sheep said or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, you spelled it right.
I don't know how to spell tingling. Fuck. Tingling. There it is. You did it.
Blurt out. Wait. That we already read that one. Wait.
Wait, where are we?
I think we read that one. Oh, they rearranged the comments in the wrong order. God damn you, YouTube.
Try to
here it
save
is.
the villains and bring them to Aunt May was so stupid. Oh my
Jesus.
god. Yeah, watch.
Jesus,
You know what?
fuck.
Dude, this guy has 51 comments, so let's see. I'm just gonna say, hey, Slick Fair, rewatch the movie, man.
Wait. Okay, I need to try the thing.
Rewatch
So,
the movie.
There are two claims here. Is he saying that, is he saying trying to save the villains in and of itself is stupid? Because, alright, you think the real Spider-Man would let villains die? If that's true, why doesn't he kill them in the comics or whatever? Like, he clearly saves them if they're in danger.
And plus, Aunt May, I'm pretty sure he needed Aunt May to get into Happy's place, but, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah. Again, that was Happy's place. That wasn't... Well, I guess Aunt May lived there, right? I think.
Well, yeah, she went over to his place a couple times. She even needed a security code, and then Peter looked at her. Peter looked.
True.
Yeah, the joke was that, like, she's been there. She has been there before.
Yeah. Again, where else was he supposed to take them? That's where the cure equipment is, and that's the only place he has with some privacy. Where else would he take them? Maybe, Peter should have told Aunt May to, leave the building or something, but Aunt May was actually, there, she was actually, bonding with Doc Ock and stuff, so I don't know, they were trying to, I don't know, have them as guests, basically. Maybe that's dumb. I don't
Stupid
know.
Green Goblin ruined our awesome friendship with Aunt May and Doc Ock.
Maybe Peter should have been more careful about Aunt May. Maybe. I guess.
Plus,
sure.
I think Aunt May wanted to be there anyways.
You know what?
And I don't think Peter can be like, no, you can't be here. Though when Peter did sense Green Goblin, he told her to run.
Oh, you know what? That's a great point. For one, your point that if Peter never sensed any danger from any of them, and that would actually be a good a justification and why he was okay with Aunt May being there, because he sensed no danger. That's a good point. Holy shit, Fanboy, you're amazing. And secondly, Aunt May was the one who wanted to save them anyway, so it actually makes sense that she would choose to be there, especially since Norman was there. One she felt sympathetic for, especially. So
Also, one thing
actually,
I'm gonna praise the movie here. One thing I love about the spider sense scene is that he trusts his senses. So playing on to the other movies.
exactly. And then, all right. So yeah, get fucked, stick flare. And then Barack Studio comes in and says, "Lol, right?" And of course he hearts them. He hearts them too. You're not
Why
the
not?
studio shit, Barack. Random Ryan says, "True. It was a poor plot. They did not know
No,
Holland. Still weird. What? Oh, I think someone called James Sturm tried to defend the movie, but his comment was deleted.
probably by
Yes,
Cuck Boy over here.
and they didn't even try to cook boy. I don't even know his actual name, so I'll just call him that.
Tony.
Cuck boy.
Yeah.
Tony Cuck boy. Tony status. Sounds a lot like Tony Stark. Oh no, no, no! And then they didn't even try to have any plans to deal with them. Lizard was left in the yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Yep.
That
Cool,
yeah
man.
that's something that's stupid. Yeah, that's an actual stupid thing. Why would you leave? Probably the lizard would be the one I would supervise the most.
Yeah. Lizard was left in the truck for hours, no super. Yeah, zero. Yeah, you got it, cool, man. You know what? You're right. Thumbs up.
Like the
Can't.
lizard is the one I probably supervise the most because I don't think he would give a fuck if he died. He just wants to turn the city into lizards.
Yeah.
Can't
Can't
forget
forget about.
about two of them literally just try to blow up a bridge and try to kill hundreds of innocent people. That's not even the worst part about it. Peter decided to give them Stark Tech a lesson he clear. No, he didn't give them Stark Tech. He was trying to cure them. I don't know why you think he was trying to give them Stark Tech. What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean by
What?
Stark Tech?
What?
A lesson he clearly didn't learn from Mysterio, which caused an entire mess in the first place. No, he didn't give him Star Tech. If you're talking about Electro taking the arc reactor, that was taken, not given.
Yeah, he the thing. Peter gave him something that removed his powers. It didn't actually help him at all.
Yeah,
That's what he did. That they were cures. They weren't Stark technology.
yeah, and the only thing that would be considered Stark technology was the arc reactor, but that was like not his fault. Electro was like the 1 second before his power was being drained, and he's like, "Fuck that! May as well have all the power."
Yeah, he didn't give them Stark tech, so you're wrong and stupid. And also, Doc Ock didn't try. He wasn't trying to destroy the bridge. He was just trying to kill Peter. To be fair, now of course he still caused destruction and endangered people's lives. But I'm not sure if Peter knew or figured out that he was being not controlled, but influenced by the tentacles. If if he did, then it makes complete sense that he'd still try to save him. And even if he didn't know, the only other option is letting him die, which obviously would be irresponsible. Now Green Goblin did try to blow up the bridge. The thing is, though, is that he thinks he's Norman right now. He thinks he's in his good personality right now, and that the Goblin isn't around. That's how that works. Okay, you got it. You
Yeah,
picking
nothing
it
like
up.
Norman Osborn, just pulling a switcheroo on us, an actual switcheroo.
Bait and switch.
That's what a switcheroo is, by the way. Being something and then being another thing in a second.
Exactly.
A good old
Why?
Green Goblin.
Why are you all so... You're right. Why are you all so stupid?
Well, at least the lizard thing makes sense.
Yeah. That was a cool man right there. Jesus. Tell me how it's the only place with the technology to cure them. It's not stupid. It's the only place it could fix them. Oh!
Also, hold on. Can we go back? Wait, cool, man. You said, and they didn't even have any plan to deal with them. They did. They would push a button and they would die.
That's actually true. That's true, actually.
So
in fact, MJ... Dude, I remembered! there was a scene where MJ was like, "I'll press the button at any time."
Yeah,
Don't mess.
because if she didn't get a word from Peter in like an hour, she said.
Yeah.
Every hour.
Yeah, exactly. So they did have a plan. Never mind.
So it's like, better listen. You better shut the fuck up and listen, lizard, or you're fucking going bye-bye.
Exactly. And so I think the Fly Guy is based, actually, as they would say, or as the kids would say. Tell me how it's the only place with the technology to cure them. It's not stupid. It's the only place he could fix them. So I think he's actually pointing out that he went to Aunt May's house because that's where the curing technology was. So thank you, the Fly Guy, for being reasonably intelligent. Jack Wilson said, yeah?
So I agree.
Jack Wilson says, plus forget the fact that Sandman can change to his human self any time. Instead, Sandman just stays sand and sits on the couch, etc. That's not a plot hole. It's just like they couldn't get the actor, I assume. But like they couldn't physically get the actor, I assume.
So yeah, they cut corners with him.
Yeah, like
it doesn't even hurt the movie at all.
Like, sorry, but he was like completely all sand in the Spider-Man 3 final boss. Like, I don't know, maybe he's antisocial or something. I don't know. It's not a plot hole.
Like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't even affect the movie. Why should that even? That's like a nitpick.
I like how he says instead Sandman just stays sand and sits on the couch.
But he does turn. They did get him to turn human when they cured him.
Yeah, I think they actually like reused a shot from Spider-Man 3 and the same with the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But COVID, the actor for Sandman, couldn't make it probably, so that's why he's sand. Again, the Fly Guy being reasonably intelligent. Thank you. You know what? The Fly Guy. I'm sorry. You're very intelligent, sir. You can be on this podcast anytime you want. Thank you for being the grain of sand or the something expression.
Like, we still heard new lines from the actor. He just wasn't there.
Yeah.
They must have recorded him online.
Yeah. Interestingly, if you remember, like the best Sandman scene, the most emotional Sandman scene in Spider-Man 3, like was when he was only sand when he first became Sandman. A side note, so it actually might have been.
And I like to think of that. I also like to think of with that scene though. Like, he's Sandman until he's cured. He's actually human. Like, that's the only time we get to see him human. It's signifying that he's actually not Sandman anymore. He's Flint Marko.
True.
So it's in a way, it's still like pretty cool.
Oh, I think Liam Walls, another rational person. I mean, Peter had a box that essentially insta-killed them at the touch of a button, so I can see their reasoning for falling in line for a little bit low. That's true! I didn't think about... Yeah, makes the fact that he brought them into his house, that makes way more sense now.
Well, I understand that, but, like, I still don't think leaving the lizard, like, without the eye was someone. Because... That's just stupid. You should probably at least keep an eye on them. I know that, like, they could probably see, like, there's cameras and they can see it with the cameras, but, like
it is stupid, but it makes more sense now because at least they did have, at least they had that we could kill you at any time defense. So it is better now, but all right. Sorry, were you still saying something?
Nah.
Right. It might have been COVID, but I have more of a feeling that they wanted to throw in an extra unnecessary laugh when he gets sand on the couch because they don't trust the audience enough to know he's cured if he doesn't go into human form.
Oh my god.
All right.
I think you're overstating.
Cody, you're fucking retarded. There's no other way to put it. Listen, look here. Listen. You think Marvel would go into the effort of having a CGI Sandman for the entire movie instead of just having the actor there because they wanted because of one joke and because of one ending, like... Yeah,
you think they would put more money into the Sandman CGI?
Because, like, a 10-second ending bit. No, you're stupid, Cody.
This is what we call cutting corners, Cody. They had to fucking make him CGI.
This is literally just making anything up to hate the movie. Cody. What is wrong with you, Cody?
With Sandman and the Lizard, they had to cut corners because they couldn't get the actors because of COVID.
Think about
They did. Luckily, I do like that the actors did give them their voice though, even though they couldn't be there in person, like the Lizard and Sandman.
Yeah, Cody. Now I'm not a film expert, but think about how more expensive it would be to have a fully CG character for a whole movie instead of just having an actor there. Think about that, Cody. Try to think it all, actually. Oh, God.
Try to think it all. It hurts. It fucking hurts.
It can stop.
Oh, Fly Guy, to the rescue.
If they wanted to do that, they could have still done it. It's still with him not in sand form. It makes more sense. It makes more COVID sense since they reused footage from Spider-Man 3. Exactly, true. You know, though, they could have had the actor Sandman do a scene in green screen. They could have had him do that, but whatever. If his aunt
maybe they didn't think about that.
maybe if his aunt didn't comma instead of apostrophe for some reason. If his aunt didn't tell him to save them, she would still be alive. Not sure what the point is there. I'm also not sure if I believe Spider-Man would really be okay with those people dying, even if Aunt May told him, even didn't tell him to. But I don't know. Not sure what the point is, but Peter's a good kid who feels bad about killing the villains. He wants to give them another chance. That's a very Spider-Man thing to do. Yes! Based. A fat piranha plant.
Finally.
Thank you.
Intelligent person.
You're our fucking hero today, man. I mean, in Peter's defense, it was... Oh my god, no! It's balanced out by crippling stupidity.
Wait, I think Luke is what the fat guy piranha plant was named, so... I think he's talking... Wait, is it? There's no one named Luke in here. Yeah, it must have been this. I'm guessing the fat piranha plant used to be named Luke. So when he said...
maybe.
Where... No, wait, where the fuck's Luke?
I don't know. I guess he also deleted his comments. I don't know. But here's the thing. Fanboy, this is gonna kill you. I mean, in Peter's defense, it was mainly Aunt May's fault. She manipulated the shit out of Peter with saving people BS speech.
Oh my god.
Skull emoji. I can't fucking take this shit no more, Fanboy. I can't.
All I have to say is no. It was Peter's choice. She was just basically. She didn't tell him to do it. She just told him that the choice he made was correct and the right one.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
This wasn't Aunt May's choice. Aunt May didn't manipulate him into doing it. She was assuring him that this was the right choice. This was Peter's choice. If in your defense, Peter manipulated the shit out of himself.
The most Aunt May would have said is, "You know, this is the right thing to do." That's that's as far as she went. What do you think manipulation is? What? How is it manipulation? No. I'm asking him. Where is this fuck? What do you think manipulation is? Where is he? What's the what?
The comment, it's a stick flare to try to save the villains. It's 51 replies. It's about to be 52.
Wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Wait. Oh, I found it.
Also, I also want to point out with that comment, that is not manipulation.
How?
I don't even know. What the fuck was she manipulating? Are you implying that Peter should have just killed them? Is that what you're implying?
Yeah. How dare you have a moral position on something and tell someone of your moral position, I guess.
And anyways, if you telling Spider-Man to kill the fucking villains is a manipulation, if anything.
Manipulation. Let me try to think of like what I would think.
You could be like, you could just tell, like, for example, if it's Spider-Man, he'd be like, "Man, I don't want to kill him. The right thing to do is to save him." But then in comes Marco with the, "No, you gotta kill him. Look at all the bad stuff they do. Like, this is definitely the right choice. We should kill him."
Yeah, here's an example of a form of manipulation, right? Is like if Aunt May said, "Peter, if you let these people die, you are a piece of shit murderer, and I will never love you." That would be manipulation. It's I don't know manipulation terms, but it's like holding something hostage. Like, you have to do this, or you won't have my affection anymore. That would be like manipulation, or I don't know, or something.
Well, that's
like maybe if
that's manipulation, yeah.
To
The question
some degree,
is that like the kind of manipulation he's thinking of, or is he? There's like so much manipulation.
Exactly.
There's different terms for manipulation.
Like, there's a lot of different ways you could manipulate someone. Hold on, let me look up the definition of manipulation. Manipulation. Here we go. The action of manipulating someone in a skillful manner. Fuck you, Google. That's not what I wanted. Manipulate, I guess. Manipulate. Handle or control a two mechanism, etc., typically in a skillful manner. Okay.
What?
So was Aunt May controlling Peter here? No. In my opinion, no. Alright, let me look up the definition of control then. Control.
I already know what that is,
No,
but you know,
it's the video.
Marco doesn't.
I didn't want the video game. Control. I didn't want the video game.
Definition. Control definition.
The power to influence or direct people's behavior or the course of events. Okay. I guess Aunt May influenced Peter's actions. Oh! No. You know what might be a better example of manipulation? Norman, before Strange is gonna press the button, was the one, like, crying out for Peter to help him. I feel like that would probably be a better example of manipulation, although that actually might be the real Norman saying that and not the Green Goblin. But still, that would probably be a better...
Also, another form of manipulation is how he killed Aunt May in front of Peter, stating that because he manipulated him into wanting to kill him.
Yeah. A group or individual used as a standard of comparison for checking the results of it. Okay, that's not. Determine the behavior or supervise the running of, taking into account
also,
when reforming an experiment.
Aunt May didn't manipulate him. Peter was unsure of the decision he made, and Aunt May was trying to reassure him, stating that the choice he made was the correct one. Which, yes, in moral sense, yes, it is. This is the correct choice. Because we know it can cure them because it cured Doc Ock. We know this is possible.
Exactly. But I think technically this fault... Maybe you could say Aunt May was manipulating him because technically she influenced his decision. Which is technically what control means, which is technically what manipulate means. But here's the problem with that. That applies to pretty much anything. By that logic, Uncle Ben did the biggest manipulation possible on Peter's life.
I think there's a difference between manipulation. There's definitely gotta be a difference between manipulation and...
Influence someone?
Yeah, influence.
I'm like saying it wrong, I'm sorry.
Because Peter believes what Aunt May is saying.
That's true.
And I think Aunt May also believes that Peter's choice was right. Even though she's the one who's dying who's saying that.
Yeah, you know what I think an example of manipulation would be is the opposite position. Like the
Green Goblin, for example.
True, but if someone was like trying to make a case for why Peter should let the villains die.
Oh, hold on.
Started, like,
I just realized something. You know what? It wasn't Aunt May who manipulated him. It was the Green Goblin, because the Green Goblin made him think the choice he made was the incorrect one.
True.
And in a way, Green Goblin manipulated him to thinking that the choice he made was wrong, and Aunt May even said, don't listen to him. That's what he's saying.
That's exactly true.
She's the one who pulled him out of the manipulation hole. She's the one who pulled him up.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
See, like, God, no one's gonna talk about how Green Goblin manipulated Peter. No, let's talk about how Aunt May did it.
Also, again, Marco's, whatever your last name is, do you think the real Spider-Man, or this Spider-Man, wanted to save people from dying, even if they were villains? Do you think he wouldn't do that? What is wrong? No.
It's funny, because in the comics, Peter wanted to kill the Green Goblin so bad, because he killed Gwen Stacy, and he found him finally. But the Green Goblin accidentally killed himself with his glider, like in the Sam Raimi movies, but this is comic form. And you know what Spider-Man said? He said, I thought you being dead would make me happy, but it just makes me feel even more empty inside.
Exactly.
He also stated that, but even if you didn't kill yourself with the glider, I still would have turned you in.
Exactly. Kind of like Arkham City, actually. Even after everything you've done, I still would have saved you. But yeah, exactly. Spider-Man understands Spider-Man better than these people do. Unbelievable. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, the comics were alright.
Yeah. Yeah. I also like the saving people BS speech. I don't even know what to say. Just fuck you, Marco.
Yeah,
die.
Stupid.
Okay, yeah, it's also Aunt May's fault why she died. Okay. I mean, okay. All right. I guess.
I don't think she's complaining that it's her fault.
Aunt May would say that even though that's true, she still did the right thing, so she would do it again. Fuck you. Or just listen to Doctor Strange. I don't even know what you're trying to say, but fuck you anyway.
Said if his aunt didn't tell him to save them, she would still be alive. And then he said, or just listen to Doctor Strange. And Peter...
You think?
And you don't think Peter wasn't listening to them? Peter was listening to them. He just thought of a better solution.
Your argument is literally, Peter, why aren't you letting people die, you cocksucker?
Yeah, that's literally
can't believe it. I can't.
Dark Nova, he heard Doctor Strange basically say, "Why aren't you letting them die?" And Peter was like, "Fuck you." That's it. There you go. There's the simplification version of that. He heard him all right. I swear it comes all the way out of left field for that reasoning. Shut up.
Wait, did we miss anything?
I don't know. I swear it comes all the way out of left field for that reasoning. What does that mean?
I don't know.
You mean this reason, trying to save villains and bring them to Aunt May's house is stupid? Are you saying that it
came out of nowhere? Sorry.
Yeah, it didn't come out of left field. That came from the sky.
I don't know what he's talking about. That's what the entire... What do you mean came out of nowhere? Wait, no, it couldn't have came out of nowhere. That's why the Aunt May scene was there. That he needs to help them and save them. So it didn't come out of nowhere. What? There's also the fact Spider-Man saved Vulture in Homecoming and felt bad about Mysterio dying. So if you look at it as a trilogy, it doesn't come out of nowhere that you try to save the villains. Fuck you, Marcus.
Not really my problem with the CGI and pacing. Less CGI on the suits and the pacing like Spider-Man 2. And we got oh my god.
I don't care about CGI. Yeah, sure, it could have been better. Pacing like Spider-Man 2, I don't know what that means. Like,
The
pacing in
was
Spider-Man 2 is
fine.
great. But
The pacing is fine in No Way Home. This guy's just fucking extravagant.
explain. Right. True. Explain the problem with the pacing, and that's what I want. Like, yeah, I do admit the pacing in Spider-Man 2 is great, but I don't see the problem with this movie. It's like Peter does not want them to get sent to their deaths. Yeah. It's like he is a teenager that's irresponsible and doesn't think of consequences when he's trying to do the right thing. Crazy. It's crazy. Oh,
Wait,
he's
what?
responding to Luke.
But Luke
but
isn't
Luke,
here.
Yeah, thanks, Luke. You made it even harder to understand this, but it's like Peter does not want them to get sent to their deaths. I'm not sure if he's defending the decision
Or
or
being sarcastic, yeah, because we can't see Luke's fucking comment.
this is the same Marcus from before, right? Go back up a little bit. Down. Marcus, not that. That's Marcos. Marcus.
So, I'm guessing he's defending the movie, because I have no clue. If I could see Luke's comment.
Anyway, sorry. Go up like one comment at a time, real quick. Marcus, who was the one? Oh, Marcos was the one saying that shit.
Yeah, and then Marcus also says it's not like he paid for it at the end, not at all. Okay, yeah, he's defending the movie. Okay.
Oh, Marcus Francis based. All right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
apparently, if you're in this comic section.
Another savior. Thank you, Marcus Francis, for existing. It's like being Spider-Man. That's what Peter/Spider-Man does. He tries to help people another one. Yes! Detective Hungry. You are a true detective. Thank you. Noah Fall. He didn't give them Star Tech, but okay. Yeah! Look at the rationality waterfall. Ho, excuses. Even Jesus fuck. Even Spider-Man in comics isn't this naive. Well, for one,
Spider-Man, he was.
Spider-Man in comics is like 28, like 25 or so. He's a full adult, for one, but...
Yeah, but there was times where he was pretty naive in the comics.
Yeah. Spider-Man in this... the comic... So, okay. Ho. Are you going to tell me, look me in the eyes, and say the comic Spider-Man, if he was put in Peter's situation, and Doctor Strange is about to press the button that will that will sentence these people to their deaths, do you think he wouldn't try to save them?
Yeah, we're talking about the same Spider-Man who wished his marriage away to save Aunt May with the little time she probably has on the earth. We're talking about that Spider-Man. Come on, ho. Get with the program.
Or are you saying he wouldn't take not Ho-Ho, he wouldn't take the villains to his house? But again, where else would he take them? That's where his technology is. Now, you could make the argument that Aunt May... The argument you should be making is that you should tell Aunt May to leave, but again, his spider sense didn't detect any danger. They all had a reason to listen to him, and he couldn't have predicted the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
So again, get shit on. I don't know.
Yeah, and plus, the comic... saying that the Spider-Man is in the comic isn't this naive is pretty naive of you, because the Spider-Man in the comics is as close to being as naive as Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
I wouldn't even describe it as naive, to be honest, but...
He's just a bit more mature, and he's less to fall into naivety, so...
Right.
But he isn't this naive, but he's still naive. It doesn't matter how much naive you can get.
Yeah, also... The comic Spider-Man not being as naive as this Spider-Man doesn't mean it's a bad movie, and doesn't mean it's a bad adaptation, even.
Yep, but I should point that out to you. So,
you know, like the Raimi Spider-Man, like for example, he's a lot more shy.
Marcus is back with the epic. Okay, and he's still a teenager making mature decisions without thinking the consequences, so it's still believable. And then, oh god. Oh, he's back.
Okay. No, it isn't. Teenagers aren't stupid. He made
Stop.
He made...
Teenagers aren't stupid.
Okay, alright.
Oh, my.
Well, as a teenager, I disagree.
As someone who's been a teenager, I also disagree. Teenager, I was pretty stupid when I was a teenager.
Pretty much, that's like what teenagers are known for, making like rash decisions without thinking about the consequences. Okay. Also, teenagers aren't put in superhero positions where they have to decide the fate of people's lives, but no, it isn't. Teenagers aren't stupid.
Yeah, like in this case, Peter is a teenager with a hard choice. A very hard choice that I can't even, like, picture myself doing. Because, God, if I had that choice, I would fuck that up so hard.
Yeah, well, I want to see Ho 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 at the same age as Peter. If he's there or if he's over that, we don't know. But see what he does. See how much better it is. No, it isn't. Teenagers aren't stupid. He made the same mistake with giving Mysterio's Tony Stark glasses, and he should have learned not to trust anyone he doesn't know very well. Well, again, he had the death box, and also there was no alternative. Either he saves them or they die. Like, Doctor Strange was gonna come back eventually, right? So,
alright,
what else was he supposed to do?
Marcus is just fed up with him at this point. He said, for fuck's sakes, I don't think you understand what I'm trying to say. The fact that you are having a crisis trying to explain how a teenage superhero, after messing up, should become the wisest fucker on the planet. At this point, don't bother, perfect child.
The fact you are having a crisis trying to explain how a teenage superhero, after messing up, should become the wisest fucker on the planet. At this point, don't bother, perfect child.
And he's like, wow, great!
Great insult! Great insult!
Yeah, he's definitely angry after he read that.
Not even addressing the point, but...
I know. He just wants to address the insult because he was waiting for it. Because he's a pussy.
Because he's a perfect child. Well... Hello. Well, I have news for you. This ain't the comics. Thank you, Detective Hungry! Detective Hungry at it again. With the baseness. Oh my god, ho ho, this guy's. Ho ho ho, man. Ho ho ho. It's supposed to be a comic accurate Spider-Man. Okay. I'm not sure if, like, did Marvel or did, like, John Watt say this is supposed to be exactly like the comics? Did he say that? I don't think he said that, but... Anyway, I don't even care, to be honest. I don't even care if he did say that or not.
It's still a good adaptation, regardless.
And it's still a good movie, so...
Like, yeah. So what if it's not accurate to the comic Spider-Man? So what?
Yeah. And it's not even...
You still always have the comic Spider-Mans to read if you want to see the comic Spider-Man.
That's true, and again... The comic Spider-Man would line up more with Tom Holland not letting these people die than you would. Who do you think Spider-Man is? What is...
Dark Nova. Okay, I think... Wait, hold on, Luke... Okay, now I see Luke's comment. Luke's right here.
Oh, wait, he's criticizing the movie.
Oh, he's the one who said, the blowing up bridge meme. Oh, okay, now I get it.
Blowing up bridge meme.
Yeah, now I get it. Now I get what this guy was saying now. Yeah, because he did not want them to get sent to their deaths. It's like he's a teenager that's irresponsible and doesn't think of the consequences when he's trying to do the right thing. It's crazy. Yeah, because Luke said, can't forget about how two of them literally just tried to blow up a bridge and tried to kill hundreds of innocent people. That's not even the worst part about it. Peter decides to get them Stark Tech. No, he didn't. Basically, yeah. You know what? Marcus, in a way, is right. He's like a teenager that's irresponsible and doesn't think of the consequences when he's trying to do the right thing. It's crazy. It's not like he paid for it at the end. Because he did something irresponsible, which was, I guess the irresponsible thing would have been, doing a spell, but I guess he didn't know that that spell would fuck up the multiverse, but
Yeah, he didn't. That's the point, is he did pay for it, but he was still the right thing to do, because it... Oh, my God.
I don't know if he was being irresponsible. I would say the irresponsible thing was I don't think he was being irresponsible at that moment in time. Oh my god, it just keeps going.
Okay. What NK Universe says, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a retard. So never mind. All the villains hate their specific Peter Parker for specific reasons. They don't have beef with this one at all. Oh wait, this is a good point. I thought it was cool to see them being rational enough to separate the two, since they're clearly different people from looks alone. Bringing on the Aunt May was the dumbest shit ever, though. See, this, I understand why you would say that. I can understand bringing them to Aunt May why you would say that was dumb. I feel like we've explained the rationale behind that, though. And also, you're completely right. They have no beef with that. That's a great point. They have no reason. They have no beef
because
with
Electro.
Spider-Man.
I remember when they were done fighting Electro, he was just standing there. He was like he wasn't attacking him. He even gave him clothes and everything. So there's that. I mean, like Electro.
Yeah. True. Thank you. Wait, thank you, Luke. Thank you again. Thank you. I'm not an MCU fan. Didn't even see Infinity War Endgame. I didn't like No Way Home because... Wait, what? You were just defending the movie. But because the writing was... But what the fuck?
Wait, hold on, what?
You were just What? What's going on? What's happening? We're being betrayed.
the good old switcheroo.
The
his Green Goblin came out.
By the way, you have 6 notifications now. You used to have 5. Yeah. I don't know if that means anything, but
Luke was like, "That's some neat trick."
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, Luke! Why did you do this to us, man? You gotta be joking me. You are missing such big parts of the story. It's just funny to look at. If they killed Peter, they'd be sent back to their universe and die. That's true! Oh my God. That's true! Harley the Draw Maharja. Thank you! Please don't betray us. True, it weren't the best location, but like an aunt, she probably just wanted to help Peter. Fair enough. Well, it's not their Spider-Man, so why would they hate him? Weird spelling of the word would, but true, thank you. Hera Schiff in. Thank you. Based.
Oh my lord.
Ugh.
Now the next one, he said...
Hey, you need to note down? Okay, thank you. Spider-Man doesn't... Yes! The Hera Shift! Spider-Man doesn't kill, and he doesn't want to send them home to die. The technology in his world is far more advanced because it got Stark Tech, Wakanda Tech, etc. So he comes up with a plan to cure the villains and send them back. The Fabricator and all the other technology were in Happy's apartment, so that's where they went. Yes! Era Shift in our boy or girl, I don't know, but or other. Why is everyone using his age at Luke? Why is everyone using his age as the excuse? It's just terrible writing. I mean, excuse for what? I don't know. Like, I feel like, I mean, you make more mistakes and when you're young than you do when you're old. Usually, you don't have the life experience. Wait? Were you gone for a bit?
No, I'm here.
Okay. Why is everyone using his age as the excuse? It's terrible writing. But did you see me read Hera Schiff's second comment in there?
Yeah, Spider-Man doesn't kill, and he doesn't want to send him home to die. Oh my god, this guy's amazing.
Yeah. Hera Shift! Hera Shift!
Good job, Harris. Shift.
Oh, that was weird, Zan. Okay, why is everyone using his age as the excuse? It's just terrible writing. I mean, just watch Spectacular Spider-Man or Spider-Man, the new animated series, or even the 90s cartoon. All of those teen versions were more responsible and independent than this idiot Holland. Again, you see, like, they actually hate him. They're so bitter, you know? And for two, explain how. How? Exactly. The plot of No Way Home was about Peter and his friends not getting into MIT. For a guy who just assumes he can get into MIT, he has almost no common sense. He refuses to learn from his mistakes. If he made mistakes, faced consequences, and stopped making the mistakes, then sure, but he doesn't. He continues to make those mistakes without even talking about it. How long does this have to go on before it can't be blamed at him being immature? So, we didn't blame anything on him being immature. Yeah, we didn't. Nothing was because he was immature. I would say. And you're speaking so vaguely. Oh, it's Luke again. But you're speaking so vaguely. Your comment means nothing. What do you mean? Mistakes for what? Consequences for what? What are you talking about? Fuck you, Luke. Die. You can transfer up at college level education, and not only that, there's other schools you can attend. Oh, okay.
How long?
Right.
How long? I think we already got there. Yeah. Oh, Luke, you're getting fucking rusted out here.
Ah, Luke, you fucking. It was so Disney of them. Okay. Axe, don't know who he's saying that to. Dumbest plot ever. Okay. All right. Holland's version of Spidey should have realized if the villains die by the hands of Spider-Man in their realms that maybe, just maybe, it's because of good reason. Did he seriously not think about the reasons they all died could be the letter B by their own hands or for good reasons? Straight up evil goblin died by... You don't need to point out how they died. That has nothing to do with this. Goblin died by his glider. Ock isn't capitalized. Drowned with his device. Seriously, Holland was fucking without the C or the G. Dumb as hell. And without the D to try and without the D cure, quote unquote, then bringing them all to Aunt May and Happy's without the apostrophe and the capitalization apartment. Fucking idiot without the C and G. The only competent common sense individual, at least sense was spelled right this time, is in this movie was Strange without capitalization. And without the D for Zendaya without capitalization. To... ... Say that shit to Strange about this spell was fucked everything up. After... Without the E, hearing her say that to Strange, I was almost hoping Zendaya was going to go splat in this movie. So many things in this movie made shake my head.
Made me shake my head. Okay.
So you can't write for shit, and you're a child. That's why you wanted her to go splat. After saying a mildly sarcastic remark to someone being rude to her boyfriend. Fuck you. Die. Does not have... Oh, yeah. Also, wait, before you die. Also, do you really think, like, Spider-Man... Do you really think the character of Spider-Man, the comic Spider-Man, or this Spider-Man, would just be like, oh, I guess they must die for a good reason? You know, he actually, like... He does have this thought. Like, he actually does have this thought. Like, he definitely has it after Aunt May dies, when he's considering pressing the button, and I think he has it before he actually fights Doctor Strange. He does have this thought, but still, not sitting around and letting people die is just the right thing to do. Fuck you, Dustin. You cunt. Does not have common sense and still get selected for MIT. Lol, so much plot holes. Okay. What does COVID mean? Space question mark? Fanboy. Fanboy, you there? Okay.
What's this COVID mean?
Must not read the comics. Must not read the comics, but it takes him 3 movies to develop as a character, question mark, explanation point, question mark. No. Okay. Oh, I think my parents are home. But I think I can... Alright, now we have to explain Peter's development in each film. We already have, but to be brief and generally speaking, in Spider-Man Homecoming, he was mainly caught up in the glory of being an Avenger, and didn't have the confidence in himself about the suit, and learned that you don't do it to be an Avenger or for the glory at all. You just do it because it's the right thing. The equipment you have doesn't matter. That's it. Hello? Hi. Thank you. That sounds good right about now. Okay. But in a second. Oh, wait, maybe not. Hello. Oh my god.
Sheep is dealing with some technical difficulties. But I forgot where he left off at. Let's just start right here. My friend in college thinks that the movie is the greatest thing to ever exist when it's not. Just because a movie has sold over billions of dollars, the money has nothing to do with it. You're dumb. And your friend thinks it's the greatest thing to ever exist, which in a way, yeah, it kind of is. It's pretty fucking, like, I'm glad this movie exists. It's fucking pretty great. Exactly, I know issue. Strange said we use the spell for less. The spider hyphen man.
All right, I think I'm back. What were you reading?
This one right here. As you.
Exactly. I had no issue. As Strange said, we use spell for less. The forgetting you Spider-Man, I didn't care, but annoying Strange when he's trying to save him. Then when Strange again tries to save him, it makes the matter worse. In whole movie is why can none of these people type? In whole movie is him trying to clean up his mess. That death in the near end was all caused by Spider-Man with the hyphen. Actually, again, I agree that Spider-Man is annoying, stupid, literally, and no responsibility. The older Spider-Man were not like this. What?
Wait, hold on. I just realized something. We read all the replies for this comment.
Wait. I don't think we finished it, though.
I think we did.
Go back to the end. Let me see. Go back to the end. What an accomplishment, too, but... No. Wait, go up a little bit. Up a bit. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my lord. Good job, Sheep. We did it.
No. Up. Please. I'm sorry for being rude, but to make sure that's not reading. But it takes 3 movies to him develop as a character. Oh yeah, and I was explaining his development. I explained Homecoming, Far From Home. He has anxiety, doesn't believe he could be the next Iron Man, but realizes he need to have faith in himself, and realize he can become the next Spider-Man. Basically, again, there's more detail to go into, but No Way Home basically learns that even if you go through so much pain and hardship, it's still the right thing. It's still the responsible thing to do the right thing, even if it hurts you and ruins your life, basically. Again, we could go in more detail, but I don't... Why does he kill a lot of people in them? What the fuck are you talking about? Well, apparently we made it. Peter is now on his own path with his own suit, so I guess he's going to be more mature. I guess he was already mature. I can't say harsh words anymore. Fly guy. Oh, what?
Because the guy's like, what does COVID mean?
The virus. Okay. Alright, we actually did do it. My friends think this movie is the greatest thing to ever exist when it's not. Just because a movie has sold over 1 billion copies doesn't make a good movie good. No one said that. No one thinks that. Why did you put a space there? That's just pretentious and pointless. Now, this of course gets hearted.
What time is it?
I think even... There's still so much more we could do, though. Like, look, there's the video right there. Why did, like, Spider-Man No Way Home... should we stop it here, or should we, like, pause it? Or, well, stop it and, like, take a break? I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, we should. Probably
Maybe this could literally be... This is probably going to be part 1 of the No Way Home saga.
Oh, boy. The
Part
war.
1 of several. The No Way Home War, actually. The Crusade. Yeah, I like it. Alright. We can
end it?
Yeah, we can end it here. You know what? That's good. That's a good idea right about now.